but everything will be shown after with
Yeah.
the names
I know, I get
highlighted
what you're
out.
saying. I get what you're saying, Maria. I get
The
what you're
names will
saying.
be highlighted out.
Yeah,
So I don't
I
want to
get what
be.
you're saying.
I want
Absolutely.
everything to be penny to the penny shown.
Yeah, no, no, I totally agree. I totally agree. And do you know what? I don't want this to become a competition either, where
Yeah, I don't
his
either.
supporters as well. I get what you're saying, right? I just wanted to be really transparent about what we were doing, why we
Right.
were doing it, and that was it. And what I'm going to say
Yeah.
is, and I told Maria today that I am going to be making a huge donation when I get paid. And she was like, "No, you fucking not." I was like, "Yes, I am," because I don't want people to think that
Thank you,
I'm just
Rainbow.
asking other people to put money in when I'm not, because I will be. I absolutely will be. Maria will be. So don't worry about that. Like, I just don't think that we should all have, me and Maria should have to suffer, or our family should have to lose out in Christmas because of a piece of shit.
He is.
Do us a favour while we're here, because everybody's been really, really kind. Could you go and check the Cash App amount again and tell us what we're up to? Because everybody's been really, really
Well,
supportive
I
of
don't want to
this.
say. I'll tell everybody individually, but I'm not going to say it out
No, no,
loud.
no. Tell us the whole amount. You don't need to tell us much who
I
sent
don't want
what.
to tell
Just
the whole amount. I don't want to
I've
say the
already
whole amount
shared
because
that.
you're laughing.
I've already shared that.
Oh my
I've
God.
already shared. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just like, look how much we got in 9 hours. That was amazing. We have been totally transparent about everything. People are wanting to help us, and I'm glad of that. So just tell us, where does she go? But I don't know why anybody would be shocked that we are raising money. Or I'm raising money. Why? Why should I use my wages on that piece of shit?
Good morning, everyone. How are you? Just needed to give everybody a little reminder who the real scammers are of this little shitty part of YouTube. Who the real scammers are. Enter the door, Maria. Enter the door. You're right. It's not your job for them to serve you, but when they knock on your door, you should answer it so they can serve you. Just a little advice. You know, seeing as how Dirty Cooch said that I would hide from the cops in my 30s. No, I didn't. That was my 20s. So there's that. It was my 20s, not my 30s. So, anyway, I am going to start making me a cup of iced coffee. Make me some coffee. Hey, Sophie, can I scan for a new Dodge Charger RT? Yes, Drazo, you can. You can scan for that new Dodge Charger. Sly needs a computer. Drazo needs a new Dodge Charger. Anybody else? Who needs something? Who needs something? Maria needs to answer the door. You know. So, hello, everyone. Hello. Sorry if you can hear my coffee pot over here brewing my iced coffee. I'm going to scroll up and say hi to everyone. Chatty bunch of people today. Johnny Mac, Sly, Barbie, Susie, Sheila. Hello. Yes, if anybody is interested in my made to order customizable wristlets for your phone, it's just like pretty jewelry for your phone. And AMZ had bought one, and she messaged me the other day and she was like, I absolutely love this thing. She said it has saved my life this week with everything, all the running around and everything I have to do. She said this thing has literally saved my life. I was like, well, yeah, I'm glad I could help. So probably later on today, I'm going to sit down and make an IG especially for my business. I'm going to get online and register my business and all of those things. Get a website going. So just like a home page for everybody to go look at my things that I'm making. So yeah, check out my IG. The link is in the chat. Barbie will drop it periodically. But yeah, check it out. Hello, Sly, Denise, Vicki Johnson, Mel B, Long Cool Woman. How you doing today? Michelle, BB, hello, my friend. Hey, MTT. Drazo, I think we are caught up. Maybe, yeah. Squeaky Juice, what's up, my friend? Grifting for hot wings is the new thing. Hey, man, whatever you need to grift for. Hey, Little Shoe. Hey, Miss Mickey. Lizzie, do you need to go outside? Huh? Let me see if she wants to go out. Hold on. You need to go potty? Stay outside for a little while. It's a nice day. It's very cloudy, but it is a nice day. Dee will be in shortly. Okay. You need a heart to give to someone? Well, hey, big hair, don't care. Thank you for letting me keep you company while you're cleaning. Hey, Jenny Bean. I know, Jenny Bean. I thought that it was a little sketchy because I seen Jen. Send me another one, or I'll send you one. Because, and I'll tell you why. because it had Genevieve in the name. And I also seen the GoFundMe that Jen was doing, the $100 GoFundMe. Well, she needed $100 for it. So I was like, well, I'm not so sure about this. Send me another one. Hey, Quirky. Yes, Jen and Barrett, your favorite tap dancing Lizzie. Yes, she is performing this morning all over the place. Hey, William. Let me get my phone. Jenny Bean, if you want to send me another one, you can send it to me, or you can give me your name. I don't remember what the name was. I just know there was Genevieve in the title, and I was like, but yes. Or you can put your IG in the chat here. Hey, Dirty Dash Hound, how are you? Hey, JJ, how are you this morning? So yeah, put it in the chat here or send me another request and I'll accept it. I promise. And like I said, I'm going to be making an IG especially for my jewelry. So I got sent a post that Miss Genevieve herself has put on IG. And I'm going to read that to you guys. How's my pup doing? She's good. She's good. She's getting big. She just went through another growth spurt. And instead of getting wider, she's gotten taller this time. I had ordered her some pajamas because, listen, for Piper, pajamas are life in the wintertime. Hey, Iconic, my friend. How have you been? I've missed you. For Piper, pajamas are life in the wintertime. Okay, she's got a pair of pajamas on right now. And this is Lizzie's first winter. She is a South Florida dog. She was the first 6 months of her life, she was in South Florida. And then she's been here. So she hasn't had a cold anything yet, So I want to keep her warm. And if you know anything about English Bulldogs, it's really hard to find clothes to fit them. So I did some measuring and all the things of her. She has a 24-inch neck. If that tells you how big this dog is. And she just turned a year old in September. So I get on this, I kept seeing this site on Instagram for clothes for bully breeds. And I got on there and I ordered her some pajamas on the 11th. Okay. And then the other day I was like, I haven't heard anything from that company about what I ordered. So I get on there and I start looking around, and it's like literally the company is in China, literal China. Okay. It flew it was on an airplane yesterday from China to New York. So it has hit ground. It is in the States, and let's see if I'll have it by the weekend. But it's going to take by the time it's all said and done, it's going to be like a good 2 weeks before I get these pajamas for her. But I had no idea it was a China company. They catfished me. I was catfished by this bully breed clothing brand. So yeah, but I'll let you know. If they're good quality or not. Yes, listen, Uncle Woman. Piper has to be warm. She's always on or under a blanket, summer, winter, doesn't matter. In her bedroom. Oh, Maria, my dog's bedroom. This bitch. She was like, Sophie has a bedroom for her dog, but not her children. Say what? Say what, Maria? Okay. I did say the other day that I made a bedroom for my dog, and that bedroom is inside my bedroom. Okay. I took pictures, and I'm getting ready to show Maria how fucking stupid she is. This is my dog's bedroom. Okay. This is her bedroom. All right. It's got a door on it. It's got a knob. I have some black and like a white contact paper with black flowers that I'm going to put on the back wall here. And she did have some like a little flower pictures that my husband drew and I painted on the sides here on either side. But I took those down because we made air holes on both sides and at the top here. Okay. This is my dog's bedroom, Maria. And this bedroom is inside my bedroom. Okay. And yes, my dog sleeps on a silk pillowcase. Okay. Okay. So this dumb bitch saying she has a bedroom for her dogs, but not her children. Bitch. Bitch. This is my dog's bedroom. See that white right there? That's my dresser right there. Beside my dog's bedroom. Inside my bedroom. Bitch. You dumb bitch. You dumb bitch. And then you open it up and see? And like I said, I'm going to put the wallpaper on the back here, and I'm going to hang her pictures back up here on the sides. Okay? And at the top, it has a little latch lock. And on the side, it has another lock on it just in case I need it. Because she likes to push on her door. This is my dog's bedroom, you dumb bitch. Okay? That's it. For God's sakes. Thank you. Right, Miss Mickey. Yeah, Jenny Bean, I need to finish it because it was kind of like an emergency type thing, because Piper used to have just like a regular kennel, but it was a big kennel for an 8-pound dog. It was a big kennel. Then we get Lizzie, and I need somewhere to put her, you know? That little bedroom I just showed you used to be white with blue accents, and it was my dog Sophie's bedroom. And it was decked out to the nine, let me tell you. It was. She loved it. And then, Sophie passed. Last Friday was a year anniversary, a 1-year anniversary of her passing. So I was like, I still have Soph's bedroom, quote unquote bedroom. I can redo it for Piper. And then Lizzie can have the kennel because it's big. So that's what we did. That's my dog's bedroom, you dumb nosy fucking bitch. Okay? And I do have a spare bedroom in my house. Okay? It's my office. Okay? I have a full-size couch in my office that pulls out to a full-size bed for anybody that wants to stay there. Anybody. Okay? So stay the fuck out of my life because you're showing your ignorance is what you're doing. You're showing your ignorance. We call our dog crates their bedroom. Seriously though, have you heard her talk about her husband's dog? She's cold. Yeah, she's a cold ass bitch. Right. For their turtle? Wow. Now that's thinking outside the crate. Yeah. Hey, Shauna. But yes, I'm going to finish it and put some, it's like white contact paper with cute black flowers, and I'm going to put that on the back wall of it and then just, fix it up again. But yeah, that's how dumb this bitch is. Hey, Snark, my friend, how are you? My two dogs have an actual bedroom with a king-size bed. Guess I'm awful. I guess so, Snark. I guess so. She was trying to put me down, saying she's got a bed. She made a bedroom for her animals, and her children don't even have a bedroom in her house. Get the fuck out of here, bitch. Get the fuck out of here. I heard that, and I was like, this bitch is serious, isn't she? Oh, shit. Oh, I know. Some people would take that as an invitation. You're right, Barbie. Not literally anybody staying in that room, okay? Not literally anybody. Loud and proud. Yeah. So today on the live, we are, hold on. Yummy. Today on the live, we are going to listen to Maria and Ann's live from not this past Friday, but the Friday before, where they were talking about families and not their own, other people's families. My dogs are my life. I have a son, but he has his own room. I love animals. Me too, Snark. Me too. But this bitch thought she was putting me down. And of course, Turkey Teeth was like, oh, no, really? It's just fucking terrible. Get the fuck off. Get the fuck. I don't even. Fuck all the way off. Okay? Exactly, Little Shoe. Considering Momo's daughter has publicly shamed her, I wouldn't be talking about anybody else's mothering. Right? Why do you have to keep a bedroom for your adult children? Guess I suck too, because my adult children don't have bedrooms here anymore. Right. But she was also putting me down, hostile environment, because her kids stayed at home until they got married. Okay? It's not everybody's goal to be married by the time they're 20. 19, 18, 22. That's not everybody's goal in life. Okay? All right? And my children know they are more than welcome at my home at any time. But here's the thing. My children also have good paying jobs. Okay? And if they want to stay at their own house and they pay for their own things, that's their decision. Okay? You can't shame me because my grown children don't live with me. Okay? You can't shame me because my grown children did not get married pretty much as soon as they turned 18. You can't shame me for this shit. Because there's nothing wrong with your children wanting to live on their own. You know what that tells me? They're independent. Okay? That we did something right with them. And they are very independent young men. Okay? Hey, Brooks Nose. When they moved out, I have one room that I kept as a spare room. The other three have become my personal rooms. Well, you go, Brooks Nose. You go. You do. And that's what works for your family. Okay? But here's the thing. Old Britters has spread so many lies about my family. Okay? And you know how I know they're lies? because I never talked to her about my children and my family and our situation. Never, never, not the first time. Not the first time. Could you imagine if I actually did talk to her about my family and my children and our situation? Could you imagine if I actually did that? But it's all lies. Every bit of it. Every bit of it. Because I never trusted this person enough to open up to her about my family. And for good reason. Good fucking reason. So, caring for your animals is a bad thing? It's sad how many people on this platform are mean to animals. It's one thing I can't stand. Same. Snark, same. Brooks knows I thought that was the benefit to us when they moved out. Thank you so much, hostile environment. Yes. We did our job. Whether you old ass fucking women want to believe whatever kind of a parent I am or was to my children, you believe what you want to believe over there, okay? Because I know what kind of a mother I am. Just because I was in active addiction doesn't mean I was a bad parent, okay? One does not automatically mean the other, all right? So we're going to hear it today, guys. We're going to hear it today. Yes, they were probably told they couldn't leave until they got married. Could you imagine? You have to stay home until you get married. We're like, bitch, where's the closest man? Right? I would want out of there too. If her kids wanted to stay home until marriage, great. I'm proud of my independent children who moved out as single adults. Thank you, hostile environment. Thank you. It's not everyone's goal to find a mate and get married. Okay? Not everybody wants that. But also, Maria has put people down for not being married, put people down for not having children. So we see what kind of a woman she is. She always deflects. Any of her own skeletons is what she uses to try and insult others. Mothering and grifting is a prime example. She's not good at money or mothering, in my opinion. Thank you, Little Shoe. You're absolutely right, Sophie. You obviously taught them responsibility. Yes, I did. You know, people say it takes a village to raise a child. Like it's literally taken a village to raise my boys. And I think between me, their father, my husband, their stepfather, their grandparents, between all of us, we did a pretty fucking good job on these kids. I would literally pay their rent before they moved back in. I've done my time. Right, Brooks knows. But see, according to Maria, that would make me a bad mom. That would make me a bad mom. Okay? My boys don't live here and they're grown. My boys don't live here anymore. And she said her dog has a bedroom, but her children don't even have a bedroom. This isn't their house. But I do have a bedroom with a bed if they ever want to come stay the night with their mom. But why would they? Why would they want to come stay the night with their mom? Shit. Hold on. Why the fuck would they want to come stay the night with their mommy? I mean, they're more than welcome to, but damn, they have their own place. So it's wrong to downsize after the kids are gone. I guess according to Maria, I guess Maria still has her children's bedrooms ready and waiting for them to move back in. She goes in there once a week and changes the sheets and dusts and everything and just waits for them to come back home. Okay. Those rooms will not be used for anything else other than her children coming back home. Right? Right? And that's another thing, hostile environment. Shitters has no room talking about anyone's parenting. Nobody. Nobody. Until your children come to YouTube and speak negatively on you, she probably shouldn't speak on parenting. Exactly, Denise. And my children have been reached out to by people on YouTube. They have. But see, I had already had this conversation with my children because I have a relationship with them, right? I've already talked to them about this. And they knew if anybody was to reach out to them, don't message them back, don't give them the time of day. Screenshot and block and send me the screenshot. And that's exactly what he did. You know how embarrassing it is to get a message from your child saying, Mom, this person reached out to me. This is what they said about you. Do you imagine how embarrassing that would be? It's really embarrassing. It is. And she does have serious issues, Snark. She does. Snark, we went to Christiansburg over the weekend. And I was thinking about asking my husband to go home the other way, like going through Pulaski and Radford and stuff, and stop by the St. Albans Hospital. And I thought about you. I thought about you. I was like, oh, Snark knows where this place is. But we didn't. We just wanted to get home, so we just took the fast way home. Bitters has been known for a lot of stuff, but the truth isn't one of them. Thank you, Brooks Nose. Thank you. Oh, Pipsqueak, I hope you feel better. You feel like you have to explain anything to them. I know, BB. I know. It's craziness. It is fucking craziness. And that's another thing, healthy chick. Not everybody can have kids. But Maria doesn't care. She will shit on you anyway. Hold on. Hold on a second. I need to message my husband. And I hate dead air. I do. I hate dead air. So let's play this.
Right?
Sorry, I'm sniffing. I think I've got the beginning of a cold, but if you ask other people, I've probably just crushed my painkillers and stuck them up my nose.
Count. One of them I'll in the first place, right?
Sorry, I'm
Count.
There's that. So, according to Turkey Tea, that's why she blocked me. That was me going over the line with her. Squeaky Juice, you're right. You're so right. It's definitely not a crime to downsize. I plan on doing that next year. According to my kids, I'm committing a crime though. I'm like, y'all, come clean and dust. Yeah, right, Brooks knows, right. Hmm. Unless they live far away, why would they need a bedroom? That's crazy. But she's crazy. Exactly. Guys, it's whoop, whoop, wrong button. Right. Like, come on. My grown kids own their own homes and their rooms at my housemate. Yeah, they're now your grandkids' rooms, and that's perfect. I don't have grandkids yet. I don't. When I do, I will be so happy. But I'm not there yet. My children are not there yet. You know, I want them to wait as long as they think they need to have children. Having children are a big responsibility, and they seen me raising them, struggling like a lot of mothers do, and they don't want that. They want to be in a secure place in life before they make that step. So we are today. No way, Catherine. So cool. My mom's side is from Christiansburg, Blacksburg area. My daughter graduated from Radford. That's crazy. It's like an hour away from me, Catherine. And I am in Christiansburg literally once a week, probably. Yes, if they reached out to your family, they would get education and vocabulary. Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Hmm. Hey, Trisha. Hey, Miss Lisa. How are you? I am proud to say my 52-year-old son rented out his house to move in with me while I'm having health issues. No nursing home for me. That's awesome, BB. That's awesome. Yes, Miss Snark graduated from Radford too. Hmm. Location, 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 Jen and Barrett. There it is. There it is. So today, I'm going to put some more creamer in my coffee. But we are going to listen to Maria talk about my family, my husband, my parenting. Johnny Mac is thrown in there. Jules is thrown in there. Just whoever she feels like word vomiting at. That's where she's going to do. So hey, Miss Maureen, how are you? So we are going to watch some of that today. I think you'll enjoy it. It's a real eye opener for some people.
Hey,
Let
Snark.
me know you. Let me know if you can hear it. Okay.
So here's what happened with Mr. Little Man Johnny Mac. Um, he's been dying to break this piece shit because he's pissed off, and he won't go into Tony Sofro's chat, right? Because he likes to abuse women, so he wants to drag women. But I'm not one to back down, and he sure as hell doesn't scare me. But the same thing.
You can't pull the fucking woman card, Momo, when you are shit talking a man and he comes back at you. Okay? Stop trying to pull the woman card. It doesn't work. We know who you are.
That Chicago Muscle did, he did, and they both said they wouldn't talk about me. I won't talk about them. I've had no problem with Chicago Muscle, but
Of course not. He's kissing your ass for views and subscribers. Of course you don't have a problem with him. Can you guys hear that okay?
Johnny Mac, his little ass is going to open. He's been dying to get it going. And that's because he can't beat up men. Remember, he showed up at FBS house with 4 other men. He can't even beat up a man. He goes after women because he's weak. Weak men do that. So he's been in Sophie's, and he's been in.
You know what weak women do, Maria? They pass around pictures of people's families. They talk about people's children and families on a live stream. When you have to resort to talking about someone's family, you've automatically lost the battle. Automatically.
In Sophie's, and he's been in Jules' chat, and he's been up on there with them, and he hasn't said anything about me. So I have no problem, right? So then he grabs onto that. He saw me in Deadly's chat which was like 3 or 4 nights ago, with they're lying through her teeth. Yep, he saw me. Hey Tony, how are you? Thank you for coming. He saw me in Deadly's chat. Deadly was talking about Johnny Mac with Brittany. I didn't say a word. I didn't type his name in. I did the same thing. In fact, I did better than Johnny Mac did, because I was in the chat. I wasn't on platform like he was, and I didn't write anything about Johnny Mac at all. So he grabbed onto that, said that I broke it. So he can go into Sophie's and Jules, but I can't go into Deadly's, according to him. He was looking for an excuse to break it because he's not a man.
And you have to stoop so low to talk about people's family and children. You're not a woman. Women don't do that.
Likes to abuse women. But here's what happens, Johnny Mac. I'm not FBS, and you're not coming to my house. I can promise you that. In fact, if I find you in Florida, there's a 99% chance you have pot on.
Of course, William. You can say anything you want to in here. What's up?
You, and it's illegal. So hopefully you're not stupid enough to say where you're at, because what you're doing is wrong.
What you're doing is wrong.
What I'm telling you is, I could give 3 shits. There's nothing you can threaten me with, Johnny Mac. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. But I did see a comment that Jules made. Hey Jules, come back to me when you're married, then you can talk. She actually wrote, wasn't her anniversary just
why does somebody have to be married? Why?
A few days ago, and she spent it on the internet. First of all, I didn't spend it on the internet. If you were married, Jules, if you were married, figuratively speaking, because you're not. If you were married and you work, your husband works, you would be like us. We're going to celebrate on Sunday. That's what normal couples do.
Guys, and you know what she did that Sunday? Went live twice on Sunday. Twice.
You don't just get up and go on a Thursday or Wednesday out. Hey, Ann, I thought you were sleeping. You don't just go, oh, it's Wednesday or Thursday, let's just jump in the car and go. Forget about work tomorrow. Yeah, why are you talking about Brooke's kid, Jules? You don't want anybody to talk about your family, but you sure do talk about Brooke and her daughter.
I thought this person is a family person, yet is watching us and posting as we chat. She sure is, William. Sure is. And sitting there talking shit about Jules because she's not married. It doesn't matter. Being married does not make you a good person. Okay? I have no idea, Brooks knows. I wish I could tell you. I don't know.
See how it is? And then she got mad that Ann had posted that whatever that saying was, that on her community tab. Yet you just called Ann a sexual deviant 2 days ago in a chat because I took a screenshot of it. And you don't want Ann to call you a CI? At least Ann's not lying. You are.
A CI?
How is that okay? How is that okay? I will be dragging her for filth. Drag the hell out of her. That's what she deserves. She is such a horrible human being. I've never seen Jules as bad. Oh, wait, I did see her as bad right there on January, was it 6th or 9th? January 9th. And then she blamed it on Heidi and she blamed it on Terry Lynn instead of blaming it on herself. That she breaks down and can't take it anymore. This is what she does. She drags, drag, and then she breaks down and can't take it anymore. Exactly what she does. Because they're that miserable. Can you imagine driving to another state? Because that's what Mini Mac did. He drove to FBS place with 4 other men.
See, Momo can give all these cheap shots to Johnny Mac. But as soon as he says something back, oh no, I'm a woman. He's abusing a woman. Real men wouldn't do that to a woman. Stop throwing these cheap shots and talking about his marriage and his wife, and he probably wouldn't say anything about you.
And he wants to pretend like he's tough. If you're tough, you show up by yourself. Decided you can speak on Brooke's daughter, but I can't talk about the fake beige family. Oh yeah, who did you piss off, Sophie? I want to ask you guys something because I'm
Here we go, guys. Listen.
not too familiar with this, but I'm curious. If anybody in the chat knows, she's pissed off quite a few people in less than a couple of months, Sophie. So I'm getting
Why? Because I'm taking up for myself? Huh? I'm taking up for myself? I'm finally standing up and saying, if you're going to shit talk me, I'm coming back at you. That's pissed people off too fucking bad.
Redditors sending me shit. Before it goes on Reddit, I'm going to tell you this, Sophie. Why does your husband have teardrops tattoo on the neck, on the side of his eye? Isn't that a...
Why do you think it's your business to know that, Maria? Have I asked why your husband looks the way he does? No? Because it's not my fucking business. I don't care. Why do you care if my husband has a tattoo on his goddamn face? Why do you think that's your business?
prison thing? Isn't that a prison?
Yeah, my husband was in prison. Yeah. I don't know how many times I've said that, and you've called me a liar. Right?
Thing when you have the teardrop. What does that teardrop tattoo on the side of the eye mean? He's been in prison. I wonder what the meaning of it, though. Well, hey, why doesn't he use his first name? Just pretend it's not him who has the criminal record. Oh, I know.
Why does my husband use his middle name instead of his first name? Well, you would probably have to ask his father and his grandparents, the one that raised him. You'd probably have to ask them because they're the ones that did that. Okay? Not everybody goes by their first name. Okay? All your friends here on YouTube, you don't even know half of their real names. So how do you know what name they're using? You fucking don't.
So and then moderator 148 saying, "Oh, Tony, you don't know Maria like we do."
You don't. He
Girl,
don't.
Get the hell out of here. Get the hell out of here.
He don't. But he's going to learn.
I already told Tony who you were. I already let Tony know. Of
course you did.
were. You got it. Corn, after 47 years, we're lucky if we remember the day of the week it is. I'm telling you, you can tell Jules has absolutely no experience with men. She would be like, why didn't they celebrate it? Why couldn't she go out? It's called responsibilities, Jules. Moderator 148 is bottom of the barrel, and then some. Something that it's in. They're looking. I'm not kidding. You guys will see soon when it hits Reddit. No battle, not like the bug. You guys are gonna see how much moderator 148's husband and Sophie's husband resemble each other. It's uncanny. It's like the hills have eyes.
Is it now?
It's scary as shit. You'll see it because if they send it.
Well, I do have a picture of Maria's husband, Carlos. A recent picture of him. Do you guys want me to show that? And then you can see how close a resemblance Maria's husband and the people that bombed the Twin Towers, how much they resemble. Want to see that? It's uncanny. It's uncanny.
To me, they're gonna put it up. FBJ, the detective.
Oh God, not Reddit.
Yeah.
Hello.
When I called my detective because of FBJ, I gave him my phone number, and he said, "I'll call you." That was back in
Snart?
May or June. Okay, whatever. Moderator 148. He's got my number. Nothing's happening. Nothing is happening. Nothing at all. The teardrop could mean another thing, too. What could it mean? When I saw the picture with the teardrop, I'm like, ugh, garbage.
Garbage. So You do judge people on their looks, right? Because you've been saying, we don't care about looks. It's what inside that counts. But now that you see my husband with a tattoo on his fucking face, ugh, trash. You don't know him. You don't know his insides. You're going by his looks. Could you imagine people taking Maria by what she looked like?
Yeah, she said she still has a case, except the detective has my cell phone number and never called me back. He said, "Oh, if I got to question you, I'll call you back." Yeah, well, that's a long time not to call me back, huh? Oh, why? Because there's no recording. I get it. She's just
there
pissed
is.
off. She's just pissed off. And I got some
Hey,
interesting.
Amber.
Google it. Okay. And I will. I got some interesting screenshots today. Like, very helpful. That's what happens when you trust somebody a lot and they get pissed off and they walk away from you. Just saying. Damn. Hey, Gypsy.
But her,
trying to throw shit for Maria and Tony. I know
her having Ann post my husband's picture on Reddit didn't work out like she thought it was going to, did it?
They were trying to talk to Tony against me. That's just never going to happen. We've never had a problem. Never had a problem. That's Joel's like, Tony.
Never had a problem. But I played last week where you were going to call the police and throw him in jail October of last year. Because you thought he was going to take up for me. And I've never had a conversation with the man. You threatened him to put him in jail, Maria. And then this summer, you were shit-talking him, saying he was a dangerous man and couldn't be trusted. You said these things about the man you're now kissing his ass.
Tony, take me back. Please, I won't play any more slow songs. He's taken, Jules. He's got a fiance, Jules. Get over it. Stop being so possessive of people. Imagine it's been Tony has no idea. It's been over a year and a half. I would say a year and a half or more that
down
Brooke and her aren't dots, and she still fantasizes about Brooke all the time. Can you imagine?
Hey, Lee.
It's crazy. She can have a problem with one person and then still talk about Brooke. She can have a problem with Savage and bring Brooke up for anything. I'm telling you, every single comment she makes ends with Brooke. Can you imagine how scary that shit is? I would be scared if I was Brooke, to have somebody so obsessed with you. So obsessed. And then remember, she's trying to change history. She said that she sent a whole bunch of us pictures and that I posted it. Well, I was your friend when you sent that picture. I never posted that picture because I was your friend. I said I put it in the group chat that I trusted.
She did admit there was a recording, Miss Mickey. I have the live that Ann did playing the recording of Maria and Mod 148 on the phone that Maria recorded. I have that fucking live saved. You can't change history, sweetheart. It's on the internet. And don't say you don't delete videos, because you do.
Because I didn't know her long enough. When that happened, I really wasn't. We had just started talking, and I put it in that group chat. I knew the 4 or 5 women in that chat knew her well enough, and I didn't know, is this something she normally does?
She speaks negatively about your husband being in prison, but supports SoFlo. How does she really feel about people that have been in prison? She thinks they're trash, Denise. She thinks they're trash. And she's only using Tony's SoFlo so he can take up for her when she needs it. We've all seen it. We've seen it happen. Yeah. Someone in chat said Google it and she dismissed it because she would look foolish. She's foolish anyway. She's the one who sounds obsessed with SoFlo. Exactly, Miss Mickey. She always brings him up. Jules doesn't say good or bad or indifferent about him. No, she doesn't. She doesn't. Hey, Lisa Ann, how are you? Tony called her out for calling the cops on the panel. He knows she's untrustworthy. Well, hopefully he's taken a step back. Hopefully. if he knows what's good for him, because she did threaten to call the cops on him and put him in jail October of last. I played the live last week. Last week I played it. The one that says deleted live on it. Something about a history lesson and a deleted live. That one. Towards the end. She threatened to call the cops and put him in jail because she thought he was taking up for me. And I've never had a conversation with the man. I don't know him. But she said that we live in the same city and it would be pretty stupid for you to take up for Sophie. Yeah. Yeah. And they want to make people believe that they haven't been talking about me for over a year now. That I just started doing this out of the blue one day. Like, what? Salflo. Hey, Miss Me.
Does, or is it something that we should be afraid of or something? And nobody paid any attention to it. So then I said, well, if I'm not fighting with her and these women they said they know her, then that's not something that's going to happen. Then I'm not going to be calling no police on her. And somebody else did. And they knew exactly that she was lying because she was sitting in the apartment, which I'm glad she was, and she didn't hurt herself. But what did she want me to do with it? Don't you have any real life friends that you can call if you feel depressed? You're going to throw it at a stranger that you just recently started talking to on the internet to
There are people in my chat that were addicts as well, and a parent like me. Maria is saying, because just you were an addict, so you were automatically a bad parent. Automatically. Now, I know there are people in my chat right now that are in recovery and are parents. So I was a bad parent when I was in active addiction, so you were too, right? Little shoe, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, just 1 second. And see, Momo, turkey teeth, you can't shame me any more than I have shamed myself. Okay? Here we are. Let me remove this. 25 minutes ago, dropped the mic with Ann and Maria, LLC. Just because I was in active addiction doesn't mean I was a bad parent, Sophie. 4 hours ago, the squirrel dildo we were talking about yesterday. Jules, you need me. Okay? Eight hours ago. Jules, why are you always lying? The only person who kept bringing up trafficking is you. Address being the CI Jules because that is a fact. It's ironic that a woman who admits tickling an old man's balls for money can call anyone else a sexual deviant. Loose Jules the hooker needs self-awareness because the victimhood from this one is delusional. You did push Jen Bailey over and over. You went real life with a family member over and over. Glenwood recorded you, LOL. LOL. Just to show you're crazy? Yeah, you would have been better smashing the phone instead of running to the FBI. You wouldn't, though. Would you, loose Jules? Because you knew that phone was business and income. Anne. One day ago, Terry Time's secret informant telling her to post Sophie's husband is her damn dog. I absolutely never told anyone to post Sophie's husband. Terry Time is losing her mind. No, Maria, you just don't want to look bad for Soflo, right? You just don't want to look bad for him because you know he said he doesn't want anybody around that talks about people's families, right? And does anything to anyone's families, right? So there's that. Hey, Johnny Mac. No more lies, I agree. She was a thief. So she was a bad parent. See, unless you know me in real life, in the past, when my children were young, unless you knew me, you can't say I was a bad parent because you don't know. You don't know. False. Both of my parents are addicts. One ultimately chose recovery, and the other unfortunately didn't. The one who chose recovery raised me during active addiction, and I always, the other one's not here yet, felt safe, loved, and cared for. So, but Momo stole from her family and her daughter's college fund to go to Turkey to meet a man. But I'm the bad parent, right? Right? Okay. Gotcha.
See whether I should take it seriously or not. To keep fighting and blocking people on account of the bug. Beige, now does MJ feel? How does MJ feel about the rumors of you and Mini Mac? That's right. Yeah, I'm cracking up right. Too funny. Let me see if I can see it. Oh, this is too funny. Hold on. Let me see if I can save this. Let me see if I can save this. This is so funny.
Right, Trailer Park Girl. How
Hold
are
on, I hope
you?
I don't make too much noise on this, so you guys. Let me put it up on the screen real quick. And I'm fighting a cold here, so pretty soon she's gonna say that I'm sniffing too.
No, honey. I can tell a difference in a cold and somebody putting drugs up their nose. I can tell a difference. Okay. Let me show you the difference, Momo.
Right.
Sorry, I'm sniffing. I think I've got the beginning of a cold, but if you ask other people, I've probably just crushed my painkillers and stuck them up my nose.
How? One of them I'll in the first place, right?
Sorry,
How?
That's the difference. There you go, little shoe. Maybe if you would sleep, Momo, instead of being on YouTube, your immune system would have fought off the cold. No, seems like you're always sick, right? There you go, Miss Me.
He wasn't washed his hand yet. Angela is very pretty. Okay, wait. Let me add this on real quick.
Get out of water.
I hope it doesn't make that much noise. Jules spoke to me about my community post pretending she isn't bothered. Jules, didn't you respond to the CI post, court post? Stop lying. Yep, she actually said it, and I'm pretty sure we have it. I've been looking through the old ones. I have the lies from over a year ago. So stop lying. Let me put this up real quick. Hold on, I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna use the one that looks like Jules. Hold on. I'm gonna go in real quick, and I hope you guys don't hear this noise. You know how it makes that noise when. Look at this. This is look how funny this is. It's for you, Jules. Hold up. Look at this. This is look how funny this is. It's for you, Jules. Hold up. Look at this. This is hold up. Look at what it says on his shirt. That's for you, Jules. Brings back memories for you. Sharpie. Pimp interview. You go, girl. She's that's her. Yep. Her Sharpie. Maybe they have a jacket you can buy that says the Sharpie thing. Who knows?
Can you imagine being her twin? She probably tried to eat her sister in the damn womb. I can see that happening. 1000% I could see that happening. Could you imagine her as a no? Nope. Mm-mm.
Two Marias. Is there two Marias or just one now? I know. Can you imagine Sharpies? Look at this. Look how cute. Hold on. Let me go back. Pimp interview Sharpie. Maybe you can interview Jules. You're good with that. You do good with these kind of people like that are pimps. Her subs count. She can make her own. She's such a. I'm telling you, I'm so disappointed in the women now that are following her and are there on a daily with the shit that this woman says and the stuff that she.
I'm very disappointed in the people that follow you on a daily basis, Maria. They hear your lies. They hear your story change from day to day and never say anything to you about it. But the tables will turn one day. And they will be in the same position I am. And a whole different group of women will be saying how horrible they are and all the things that they're saying about me. These women are saying about me now. They raised $1,000 in 9 hours through PayPal. And PayPal shows your legal full name. So Maria knows all the real names of the people that gave her money. And the people that are asking for a refund, because let's be honest, she doesn't have a lawyer. If she did, she would accept the restraining order and be in court. People want their money back, Momo. Give them their money.
Does to others. That's why, you know what? I wouldn't have done what TL did or what Danny did, go all the way to Chicago, but more power to them. I could care less what happens. Jules says we have no content. Jules, we all do the same shit. She has no. What does she have? Oh, she feeds the squirrels. She feeds the squirrels. Yep, that's what she does. That's all she does is feed the squirrels. That's some good damn content there. Hey, Johnny Mac, why don't you drive to the cemetery and cry like you did that time for Jen? Remember, you wanted to end your life even though you have a wife and children, and you're married, and you live with them. Because Jen was dumping your ass, you were crying. Big man crying in the cemetery. I'm telling you, these people in here are out of control. The shit that they do is
out of control.
And the scary part is you have these women who are smart women, educated women, following people like the Bee or like Sophie and think that everything is normal. It's something normal. After today, I said I don't give a shit who it is. I don't give a shit who it is. I will not respect anybody, not one person that follows the Bee. Not one. I don't care.
I don't think anybody's asking for your respect, Maria. I don't think anybody gives 3 shits, as you say, for your nobody wants your respect. Nobody fucking cares about you. Nobody's asking for your respect. Who do you think you are for us to crave your respect? Fuck off.
I don't have a problem if they come in here. I don't have a problem if I see somebody in another chat. I've lost all respect for these women. Absolutely all respect. Because if they don't see what kind of problem that Jules has, if they don't see the kind of problem that Jules had, and they think that the way she acts is normal, then I can't respect them. It doesn't mean I'm going to drag them. It doesn't mean I'm going to hate them. Can you unblock AD? Oh, yeah. I have no respect for them. No respect for them. Yeah, he was crying by the graveside. Oh, my God. What if she doesn't call me anymore? Terry time. What if I don't hear from her anymore? As he has a wife who's working and kids at home. He's worried about Jen breaking up with him, he said. Remember that, Johnny Mac, your secret word with Jen? If your wife was getting close, so she wouldn't see it? Monkey? If you would type the word monkey or she would type the word monkey?
If anybody knows Jen, if anybody that's ever had any sort of relationship with Jen, they would know that monkey was Jen's word. Emergency 911, call me now word. That's what monkey was.
Yeah, it means that your spouse was getting close and you couldn't
Liar.
talk. Two grown-ass adults.
Liar.
Cheating like that. Monkey. Remember that, Johnny? Monkey, monkey, monkey? I do. I got the screenshots. And your wife still forgets. I'm telling you, there's so many weak women on here. Not only the internet, I'm saying wives.
You are a weak woman, Momo. You are the weakest of the weak. Okay? You have to have everybody backing you and supporting you and giving you the attention because you're weak. Because you cannot stand on your own and do it. Okay? I don't have anybody. I started doing this by myself. And here I am by myself. I don't need a million people coming into my chat and saying, rah, 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 get them, with their pitchforks and their stakes. The angry villagers, as Jules would call them.
He messaged me from the graveyard and he was crying. He did. He messaged me from the graveyard at that time. And he said he was in the graveyard crying. I took the whole screen record. I have that shit on him. What kind of a person just messages you, hey, Ruby Rules, and says, I'm at the grave, I'm crying. I'm thinking he went to visit somebody who passed. No.
Right, JJ? JJ says, cool. I never asked for respect, but you can't have my money and then say you don't respect me because who I follow. This is fucked up. Yeah. She don't give a shit about anybody, JJ. Nobody. Remember when she saw you in my chat? Her and Ann saw you in my chat for the first time? They dragged you for it. It's crazy. When was this live? What the F? It's not this past Friday, but the Friday before. Yeah. Does she not realize she has subs that go in both chats? She just told them she doesn't have respect for them. Wow. Yeah. No, JJ. And in the beginning, I didn't do anything to them either. Nothing. I stopped supporting and following Stinky Fish. Okay? This was between me and him. And Maria had to stick her big nose in it. And started dragging me September 13th of 2022. Before they gave me the 3 false strikes, I went over that part of that live, September 13th, 2022. I went over that live the first time she shit talked me. And it was because of Stinky Fish. That was it. Nothing more, nothing less. And then every time after her shit talking me, it would be about this thing, and then it would be about this thing, and then it would be about this thing, and then it would be about this thing. It evolved over the past year. But I did absolutely nothing to Maria, nothing to Ann, nothing to Brooke, nothing to Cooch, nothing to E11. I've done nothing to any of them. Okay? And then I got fucking sick of it and started playing back their lives a year later, September of 2023. A year. You don't have to do anything to these people for them to turn on you. You don't. Exactly. Same. I tell you guys all the time, I don't care where you go. It's not up to me. And I'm not going to drag anybody for where they go. That's not my decision to make. JJ says, I can't do childish. I would never tell anyone that I don't respect them because of who they follow. This is nuts. Yeah. Yeah. And you, like I said, you don't have to do anything to them. Okay? As if you make a choice that doesn't favor them, or if you start not liking somebody that they are friends with and they think that you will make them look bad for it, it doesn't take anything. You don't have to do anything to them for them to do this.
Well, that's where he would do the drugs. Can you believe that? So I thought he was depressed because somebody in his family passed or something. And he was depressed because Jen wouldn't talk to him. And then he would be messaging her all day long. And either one or the other would have to write monkey if the wife or Clint was coming around.
You're so full
Like
of
freaking
shit.
teenagers. I don't get it. His wife is a nurse. And he's a what? Oh, nothing. He's a nothing. And she still lets him live in
And
her
who
house.
are
Her house,
you?
and she pays the bills. Unbelievable.
You're
No,
fucking
Sophie, you're not gonna make yourself a
unbelievable.
victim. You're playing our lives. We're not playing yours. We're not playing yours. And we're going live on Saturday. Actually, we're going live tomorrow, members only. Not to get more memberships or anything, because you know what? Just to fuck with you, Sophie, because you can't, even if you can watch it because you say you're there, you'll never be able to play it, honey. So it's going to burn you up, what we have to say tomorrow.
Spoiler alert, that live never happened.
It's going to burn you up that you
And no, and it wouldn't have burned me up. You know what I would have done? I would have reported you. Because even though something is on a members only, it can still be reported. Okay? That's it.
can't repeat it.
Oh, I can repeat whatever the fuck I want to. I just can't play the live.
So who went into Johnny Mac's chat tonight? Jen keeps trying to come into Soko's chat. I don't understand why Jen keeps coming in. She can't stand Johnny Mac. This is the thing with her. She doesn't.
So you say, or so you make her believe. The maggot and Maria are back on the same team. Maybe I'll clip Kegel Muscle screaming Vega is an old hooker 50 times in a row on my show before he... Yeah. Good luck to anyone that sent cash apps for their legal fund that they're now denying is real. They now have your personal information. 1000%. Right. Thank you, JJ. You've got some sense. This is what the fuck I've been screaming for months. It's just YouTube. For fuck's sake. I'm not marrying, sleeping with, etc. any creator on YouTube. Lol. Some put entirely too much stock into this stuff. Yes. This shit is insane. Hey, Brandy. Oh no, I hope she's okay. She is so obsessed. Hey, Lisa, if a creator told me I couldn't go somewhere, I'd stop following them. I go where I want. I speak for myself, and if I misspeak, I own it and apologize. I know kids who act better than them. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Shit's
Doesn't like
nuts,
Johnny Mac.
man.
She doesn't like Jen did. Oh my god. She doesn't like Johnny Mac, and she doesn't like Sophie, and she doesn't like Jules. But she went into all three of those today and yesterday. Why?
You can't control her? Are you upset? Do you not have respect for her now because you can't control where she goes?
She says to piss them off. Then you like the trouble. You like the shit. Because there's no way in hell I would go into.
You like this shit. If you didn't, you wouldn't talk about us. Because you know it's going to be a back and forth. If you do talk about us, you love this shit.
Any of their chats. So then don't complain when they do shit to you. Look, I'm going to read you something. Hold on. Oh, she called the cops are at Mac's door, huh? Did Jen call the cops on you, Johnny Mac? Did Jen call the cops on you, buddy? Because you're such a pain in the ass? Because he doxed her new place. I would have called too. He doxed her house.
No, he didn't dox her house. He never said where that place was. Ever. Ever. That's not a dox. That's not a dox.
Who the hell does this guy think he is that he could just dox people like that? Why aren't you with the men?
Are you serious right now? Who does this guy think he is? Thinking he could dox everyone? Who the fuck do you think you are? Giving my husband's pictures, my family's pictures to your friend to post on Reddit. Because you have been blocked from posting on Reddit. I wonder why, Momo. Why is that? Why can't you post on Reddit?
Community. Oh, because you're afraid. He's harassing the women's community because he can't be big, bad, and tough in the men's community. Did you see that picture of him?
You're harassing the men so you can say, oh no, I'm a woman. I'm a woman. Oh my God, I'm a woman and this man is being mean to me. Oh, help me. I'm pulling the woman card. Woman card. He's being mean. He's being mean. I'm a woman. Fuck off.
In Chicago Muscle. Did everybody see that picture? Chicago Muscle is like 6'10" or 6'8", some shit like that. Super tall. And Johnny Mac is like 5'2". So, oh my God, I saw it on Reddit. That shit was hilarious. Hilarious. I thought it was Chicago Muscle taking care of his grandson. And then I looked closer and it was Johnny Mac. Because he's that small compared to him. I mean, the most that Sophie can do is read out, and you know how exciting she is. She's gonna be like, and Maria said, picture of CM and Johnny Mac.
What makes you think you're so exciting?
And then Anne said, there is quite a size difference. That's gonna be Sophie.
You sound like you're about to bust out in tears.
I'm telling you,
every time
the
you
guy's
speak.
5'2". That's why he comes after women, because it's a fair fight. That's why he took 4 guys to FBS. Can you imagine?
You know nothing about that situation, yet you can't keep it the fuck out of your mouth. You aren't there. You don't know what happened. But yet you won't shut up about other people. This is your problem. This is why you have so many people coming at you, Momo. Because you won't shut the fuck up about people.
To take 4 guys to FBS and then go on his live and pretend... Go on his live and pretend like I beat FPS. Dude, you went under his he opened his legs and you went under.
Yes, no more lies.
You might have hit him in the balls. That's about as far up as you got, Johnny Mac. Nothing more than that. Seriously, this guy, I beat FPS. Forget about the 4 guys in the baseball bats, right? But anyways, I heard you're still getting investigated for that, and I hope you get in trouble for it, because as a content creator, you can't, even if somebody says, pull up, you know, like Jules wants to act tough and then hides under the bed. As a content creator, you just can't go to another state and decide to beat somebody up. Oh, hell no, I wouldn't call the I don't even know.
Hey, Teddy.
I'd have his address, but I would have to look it up, and I wouldn't call. So go ahead and clear it for you, Sophie. Get it for you.
Okay, and
you'll find out it wasn't me, honey.
I never said it was you, honey. I never said, Johnny Mac, Momo called the cops on you. That's not what I said. Quit inserting yourself where you're not wanted. I never said it was you, honey.
I could give 3 shits about that man. As a subject.
I could give 2 shits about you. That's the saying, Maria. 2 shits. 2 shits. Not 3. I could give 3 shits about it. That's not the fucking saying. I could give 2 shits about you. That's the saying. God damn.
Can we? I don't know who called. I'm telling you, it was Jen. It was Jen if he showed her house. I think he's upset because she moved farther away from him. So he's got to drive a little farther if he can convince her to meet up with him, but she's not going to. So he's upset and he doxed her house.
See, you hear her making all this shit up about Johnny Mac? We're going to start making shit up about you, Momo, and see how you like it. The most extreme shit we're going to start doing on you.
He's such a mob tube guy, huh? Really mob tube, going after women. Too bad you met a group of women who don't back off from 5'2" men. Are you going to bring those 4 guys when you come to Florida? Because you don't drive alone. Do you have a little high chair to sit up? You know, like the pillows that you put underneath for the steering. And how do you reach the damn pedals? I'm guessing it's a low car that he drives. He's the booster seat. He's got a booster seat. Because I heard that when he went to get out of the car, at FBS, he opened the door and he accidentally fell off the booster seat and he fell on the floor. He like rolled. You know how those kids just move really quick? And that's what happened. He opened the door and the booster seat got stuck to his ass and he rolled right off.
See, she thinks that she can say all this shit about people, but nobody is supposed to say anything back to her. She's delusional. If she thinks that we are not going to speak up for ourselves. Anne says, Sophie's been doing this for months on us. September. And then 3 weeks out of October, I couldn't even go live because copyright struck me 3 times. Okay. So half of September, a week in October, and now 2.5 weeks in November. Okay. That does not nearly make up for the 14 months you've been doing this shit on me. But guys, they say they're not playing my lives, therefore they're not talking about me. Okay? Since I'm playing their lives, I'm the one talking about them. But what am I doing? I'm playing their lives talking about me. You can't make this shit up. You can't. You're fucking talking about me. You're fucking shit talking me. You're fucking making up lies about me. And I'm playing your words. I'm not twisting anything. I'm not making anything up. These women are fucking delusional.
Thank God the guy with the bat came out and said, don't touch my little man. I'm here to defend him. How much did you have to pay these guys, Johnny Mac? How much did you have to pay them to drive over state lines? So what I was hearing is that
Thank you, Brandy.
What I heard is that the FBI has been questioning a few of them over what happened. You know why? Because it's stupid ass cross state lines. And FBS is pressing charges. You literally cannot say, oh, he dared me. Jules can dare me to go to her house and I'm not going.
That's your choice.
And what Bambi did, I don't agree with, but she didn't hit Jules. But this guy went there on purpose. They didn't come over for coffee. Yep, and I hope he sure does press charges on him, because the same way that he was in the courthouse when Jen was arrested and she was going to court, him and his nasty ass wife recording Jen and Clint will pay it back and do it to him, because his wife is no better than he is. To sit and somebody having a mental breakdown like Jen had, and to sit there in a court and enjoy it and record it. I remember when somebody had told me that KK was going to court here in Florida. And I said, I would absolutely not go. Hey, Reagan, I would absolutely not go. And not only did he go, but his wife was there. Like if it was movie night at the 5 and 10 shit, it was like.
But Momo says that she hasn't said anything about Johnny Mac's wife at all. But here we are.
Cheap movie thing. They went out to eat at the Wendy's 4 for $4, and then they went to the courthouse to enjoy a show. Can you imagine? His wife has no shame turning up in that court after her half-man admitted having a thing with Jen. I know. Yep, he brought his wife to his girlfriend's trial. She's such a dumbass. I'm telling you, that woman has no shame. Not only was he cheating on her, but he's like, honey, can we find out if she's going to court, or can we find out if we can go to the cemetery after and just smoke some more? That's exactly. And they're just like, whatever you want, honey, you're the best. You're amazing. I'll fight for 2 of you. If my husband wanted to go to court to see somebody up in the court, that she already knew what happened, that's a cheap-ass date. That would be a no. That would be a no. But I've noticed that the wife likes to do the same thing that he does. He really did have a thing with Jen. Does she know? Yeah, she knows. Of course. They're undercover done. I got screenshots of those sexy messages, honey.
Exactly,
Thank you
hostile
for
environment.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. We're all going out to look. Imagine that, Jules. We're all going out to eat on Sunday because we have kids, and the kids are invited too. It's not all about the squirrel, Jules. It's not all about the squirrel.
It's not all about life, is not all about getting married and having children. There's more to life than that. There's more to, not everybody wants to get married. Not everybody wants to or can have children. You don't know what somebody's situation is, but it doesn't matter, right? Right? Anything that you can to bash people. Period.
When Mini Mac goes out for dinner with a wife, does his wife order for him from the kids menu? I think so. I really do. She's like, just sit right here in this little booster chair. And he's like, can I order? I'm the man. And she's like, shut up. I got you. Nobody should be pulling up on people or drag kids or family. YouTube drama. Yep, you got it. I thought Clint and Jen were together now. They are together now, but he's upset because Jen won't talk to him. So he was doxing her house. He wants to start back in the same shit he had before, and Jen absolutely said no. There's no more monkey. No monkey. No monkey.
And you know this how, Maria? How do you know Johnny Mac wants to start whatever with Jen? How do you know this? You don't. You're starting rumors. But you don't want rumors started about you, do you, Maria? Do you? Shut the fuck up. Or we're going to start doing the same shit on you. Just like this. Just like this. We're going to be playing your words and making shit up as we go. Like you do.
Mac. No monkey. It's done. Her days of cheating it over, and yours days should be over. Yeah,
I know, Teddy.
Obviously, it was on the 9th, so during the week, you're not going to go out because responsibilities. I mean, come on, Jules. I know you have no experience, but you could have asked your father.
But then on Sunday, when she said they were going to go do something on Sunday, she was live twice. Not once, twice on Sunday.
Mother, when she was alive, would have told you the same thing. It's normally done on weekends when people have responsibilities. For her to say stupidity like that. But I want to know, when is your anniversary with the squirrels? How long have you been a squirrel lady? No more monkey, Johnny Mac. No more monkey. It's the, I'm going to get permission to post this shit because it's so funny. Do you love me? Do you care about me? Do you still love me? Monkey. For fuck's sake. I was losing brain cells with reading that shit. Like if they're in middle school. Do you still love me? Do you care about me? Why haven't I heard from you? Monkey! It's like, okay, that's it. It creeps me out, monkey. I know.
Thank you, Jen and Barrett. Thank you. Not married, no children, not unhappy. You go, Jen and Barrett. Because marriage and children does not define who you are. Okay? And that's it. Jen is the one stalking Johnny Mac. Nothing has changed, Teddy. Nothing has changed at all. At all. Nothing. Maria is still running from being served a restraining order from John. That's been going on 6 weeks, maybe 5, 6 weeks now. And she still won't answer the door. Oh, they went and ate at the food court at the mall. And she was probably on her phone the whole time. There you go, guys. There you go. But according to Maria, you're nothing because you're not married and you don't have children. And I'm nothing. I'm nothing because my children did not live with me until they got married. Okay? She is more insane than before. She is. Girl, get you some Olaplex. It will do you some good.
He's into the whole thing of, do you love me? Do you care about me? Are you thinking about me? And then she's like, monkey. And that's it. It's done. Doesn't have doors because he can't see until or turn the handle. I know. Dude, I heard he didn't have doors. Do you love me? Check yes or no. That's exactly how it is. I heard he didn't have doors because of his bad temper. Dude, first of all, there's no man who's going to have a bad temper that's going to make me say, get rid of those doors. And second of all, much less if you're only 5'2". I would put your ass to bed in 2 seconds flat. It's like, come on. I think it's on Terry Hines from Dirty Tap. I don't know. I have the screenshots. That was sent to me. Hold on a second. I don't think she posted all of them, but let me see. I'm sitting in a cemetery crying my eyes out. Tell me what's going on. Everything was fine yesterday. What the fuck happened? I don't know. It was fine this morning. She told me she's walking. I'm so hurt. I knew this was going to happen. Too good to be true.
Those messages that she got from Chicago Muscle that's been played out for months now. Show something new. That shit's old. Played the fuck out.
Oh, he doesn't remember he's married. Fuck. So she doesn't want to see you anymore? No. And then he sent a picture of the cemetery and then a picture of him and Jen in the car. Oh my God, it's so sad. Let me see. No, she didn't post the other ones, but the monkey ones are hilarious. I'm gonna have to do one just on that.
I know, Teddy. I know.
And then the wife called, honey, are you gonna pick me up after? You gonna be on time today? Not yet, honey. I'm here in the cemetery crying because Jen dumped me. She doesn't want me anymore. So I might be late. Wifey, can you call Jen and see why she doesn't want me anymore? No more monkey jumping on the bed.
Wait a minute. Skirt. Healthy Chic. I was just Googling Maria, and she sued the Miami-Dade County for personal injury, and it was dismissed. But before it was dismissed, they tried to serve her, and she dodged it twice. Do we see a pattern here? Do we see a pattern going on here? And that's a good point, Lisa. Just because people get married and have kids doesn't mean they are happy. There are lots of loveless marriages. There's lots of marriages where the people are not happy. But according to Maria, marriage and children means life. If you don't have those two things, you're nothing. Yes. Yes. Why did you sue the Miami-Dade for personal injury, Momo? Why? And why was it dismissed? Huh? Because they couldn't serve you? Because you were dodging that too? Huh? Because you know, if you get served, you will lose literally everything. You will lose your job. You will lose your husband, probably your place to live. Everything. You'll lose everything. Is that why you're hiding and not getting this over with? Definitely better than really 2021 and 2022. So like 1 to 2 years ago, Healthy Chic. My oh my. Hold on. I think that she was suing. I assume, Susie, that she was suing them. And no, Sly, the RO with John is not going away. He will get a default judgment eventually. So you may as well go and plead your case and try and get it dismissed instead of just laying down and taking it. But that's what guilty people do. Guilty people hide from being served. Guilty people just let it go because they don't want involved. There's no way, Lisa. There's no way at all. Let me see something here. I'm going to play something really quick, and I'm going to run to the restroom, and I'll be right back.
Over the 1,000?
Yes.
Woohoo!
But everything will be shown after with
Yeah.
the names
I know, I get
highlighted
what you're
out.
saying. I get what you're saying, Maria. I get
The
what you're
names will
saying.
be highlighted out.
Yeah,
So I don't
I
want to
get what
be.
you're saying.
I want
Absolutely.
everything to be penny to the penny shown.
Yeah, no, no, I totally agree. I totally agree. And do you know what? I don't want this to become a competition either, where
Yeah, I don't
his
either.
supporters as well. I get what you're saying, right? I just wanted to be really transparent about what we were doing, why we
Right.
were doing it, and that was it. And what I'm going to say
Yeah.
is, and I told Maria today that I am going to be making a huge donation when I get paid. And she was like, "No, you fucking not." I was like, "Yes, I am," because I don't want people to think that
Thank you,
I'm just
Rainbow.
asking other people to put money in when I'm not, because I will be. I absolutely will be. Maria will be. So don't worry about that.
Hey, Italian Stallion.
Like, I just don't think that we should all have, me and Maria should have to suffer, or our family should have to lose out in Christmas because of a piece of shit.
He is.
Do us a favour while we're here, because everybody's been really, really kind. Could you go and check the Cash App amount again and tell us what we're up to? Because everybody's been really, really
Well,
supportive
I
of
don't want to
this.
say. I don't. I'll tell everybody individually, but I'm not going to say it out
No, no,
loud.
no. Tell us the whole amount. You don't need to tell us much who
I
sent
don't
what.
want to tell
Just
the whole amount. I don't want to
I've
say the
already
whole amount
shared
because
that.
you're laughing.
I've already shared that.
Oh my
I've
God.
already shared. No, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just like, look how much we got in 9 hours. That was amazing. We have been totally transparent about everything. People are wanting to help us, and I'm glad of that. So just tell us, where does she go? But I don't know why anybody would be shocked that we're raising money. Or I'm raising money.
Craziness, guys. Fucking craziness. Hey, Brooks Nose. Crazy, right? Crazy. Transparency. Who? What? I never said that. Putting words in my mouth.
How disrespectful is it? Our password is kitty. Yeah. How fucking disrespectful is to have somebody call you monkey? Okay, if she's coming by, type it in. Like if you're in high school and you're hiding a conversation from your family, from your parents, or middle school, and you type in, "What's our secret password?" I know it's monkey. This guy's a clown. A clown. That's why he's never gonna leave the community, the women's community, because he feels right at home.
And this is the same woman that doesn't want anybody saying anything about her. But she has no problem making this shit up about other people.
Yeah, passing notes, and then crying over the woman who you were wanting to cheat with, dumping your ass. Really? Do you cry about your wife? Hold on. And Jen, I'm embarrassed for you. Seriously, I'm embarrassed for you. What were you thinking? Why would you cheat on Clint with Mini Mac? Yep, he's disrespecting his marriage way, way, way more than Kevin has ever done. Harry Kitty. I would not leave Clint for Mini Mac. You know, I hope that was a bad, bad, bad time for you, Jen, and that shit will never happen again, because this is a bad experience for you all the way around. It's embarrassing, and not only that you did go out with him, but that the whole world knew it. I know, I just can't even imagine it. And remember when Lily did that live with him and his wife was there talking, and she said that she trusted him, and she knew that what was happening between him and Sophie, and that shit wasn't going to happen anymore. She wasn't going to let it happen because she was never going to trust Sophie again. So what happened, Tabitha? Did you break down again? Is there a password monkey too?
I'm going to play Lily's live that she did where Johnny Mac and his wife came up there. Nothing like that was ever said. There was never anything going on with me and Johnny Mac. Never. So there would be no reason for Johnny Mac's wife to say that shit. No reason. So we're going to play that live very, very soon. And I thought Maria was going to go on SoFlo's panel today. Don't see her over there.
Because trust me, if there's something going on with my husband and another woman, I ain't going to forget or forgive.
So I looked over there, and he's been live for 45 minutes, and she hasn't been on panel like promised. Right, Lisa, yeah. No, Brooks knows. Accountability who? Transparency where? No. Oh yeah, he does all the cooking, all the cleaning. He does everything. She goes to work, she comes home, eats the food that he cooks, gets online, and passes out. Passes out with her phone in her freaking bed with her. Genevieve! Brandy still has that tattoo of Mike's name on her leg. Always the mistress, never the bride. But yeah, yeah, it says Moody Monday, Maria and Tony Action respond to Terry Time. And he's been live for 48 minutes, and Momo is still not up there. What happened? What happened, Momo? I was looking forward to that one. So yeah, there's that. Let's see what else we got going on. So she's so fucking boring, man. So boring. Let's see what else we got. Come on. There was also... All right, YouTube, don't do this shit to me now. There we go. This is fun. We can play some of this one. No. She won't forgive if her hubby was messing with other women, but she jumps around to other men online to fight her battles. That's disrespectful to him and their marriage. I agree, Lisa. I agree. So now we're going to go on to last Thursday live, when Ann and Momo had to jump online and defend themselves from John about the restraining order that she is hiding under her table for not wanting to get served, because she knows as soon as she gets served, her literal life is gone. So let's see here.
Hey, everybody.
I know you've managed to get a quick break. I'm fortunate. I was off today. I'm working on Saturday.
Oh,
so
no, this is worth a break. I asked for a break because this is worth a break for me.
Hi, so I don't know how much of that live you caught, Maria.
Hi, Joe being Joe. I caught part of it, but I couldn't see the whole thing, but I will see it later. I got enough.
What I would say to everyone is, I wouldn't be worrying about the ongoing proceedings.
Hey, Lisa.
The outcome is going to be the important thing here. It's the outcome, and that's what we're aiming for, an outcome.
See, you can't get to the outcome if you don't get served. There's things that you have to go in order and do, and getting served is the number one thing. You can't get an outcome until you get served. Answer the fucking door.
Come.
Thank
We're
you,
not
Brooke.
here to say this is happening. Hi, Brookie. This is happening and that's happening. Maria does have a lawyer. There's no if, buts, or maybes. There is a lawyer. Maria has not been served.
Because she won't answer the door. Because she won't answer the door. That's why she has not been served. She's running.
Not been served.
That's it. There's no change. So I don't
my
know
lawyer, and let me tell you something, because John likes to make things up. When you go to the Miami-Dade courthouse, you ask for a temporary restraining order. You show no proof.
Yes.
Proof is
It might be a little different when you have a lawyer doing it for you, Momo, but you wouldn't know that because you don't have a lawyer. You've never had a lawyer. So you don't know what that process is.
Shown in court. You get it without proof. Nothing is shown. And another thing, John, I've never got a restraining order from Prayer Jar, her mother, and her son. She doesn't have a daughter, it's a son. I got one on Prayer.
That paperwork was on Reddit this morning. While this is playing, I'm going to pull up Reddit and see if I can find that.
Prayer Jar in Kansas. I know, a teenager. I got one for Prayer Jar in Kansas, not in Florida, in Kansas. And she got one on me in Kansas, John, in Kansas. Just one, not her mother, and her son. So stop talking your bullshit lies.
But I want to know, so is it legal? Can you see when you apply for an RO, is it legal to just use whatever name you want?
No, first of all, him putting Johnny Yates makes it not legal. That? And second of all, my lawyer can't even find it. My lawyer can't find it. So I'm calling bullshit on John.
Yeah.
Because John did not put that name. That was a typo. And it was fixed this last court session. You would know that if you were there. John said that Thursday when I did the live with him. He said that typo was fixed. Okay. It doesn't matter if there is a typo in the name, that the restraining order still stands.
That's Johnny Yates, Johny, Johny.
Yeah,
Who is this Johnny Yates? Why would you file
fake?
Why would you file an RO in a fake name like that? That to me.
Remember, he has a copy of the RO that I. He has a copy of the RO that I had on him, and I wouldn't doubt he changed the shit on it. He's got the whole copy of the one I tried on him, and he said I did over 10. Let's see, 1 is John, 2 is John because I tried twice. The first one I dropped it because he was crying. And one of them is Ren, and the other one was Siwa. That's 3.
Mm-hmm.
So don't start naming Amanda, her mother, and her son.
Oh no, but he also said.
Hey. Just got out of the barber chair.
Did you?
Yeah, I hear Maria's like, what's the deal, man? She is obsessed. I didn't know she was talking about me that much. Why is she talking?
Dude.
What's the deal? I don't get it, man. I'm not talking about her like that.
No, she's obsessed.
I know she really likes to talk about my height, man. Does that mean I can talk about her looks now freely?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Well, I'm going to do a show all about her looks then. But I guarantee it's going to bother her. It'll bother her a little more than it bothers me. I can tell you that right now.
Of course. Of course it would.
I don't understand, man. You know, I thought that we weren't talking about families, and here she is talking about my wife and your family, and so
My children.
that's going to be allowed then. That's going to be allowed.
Sure. Why not? Why not? Why not? It's Maria. She can get away with anything, right?
Well, she's actually on SoFlo's panel right now, running her fucking mouth.
Oh, is she? She must
Yeah.
have just went up there.
She was running. Well, I don't know if she was. I thought she was on earlier, but I didn't go look. But she's supposed to be on there.
I skimmed through the whole thing, and I haven't seen her up there.
Really?
It's been him the whole time, and then the last 20-ish minutes, guys started coming up there, but I have not seen her up there.
Well, then she may not be doing it. It'd be a bad idea for her to do that shit. I mean, she's got court cases and shit going on, and she's still bullying. I don't understand why. She's got some type of malfunction in her brain that won't let her behave like a normal human being.
Yeah. No More Lies says, but Johnny Mac, she's an elderly woman. You can't do that to her. Come on.
Okay.
Long Cool Woman says, according to her, you're right at home in the women's community, so why not respond? Miss Me says that she'll be up there. She saw her
if I do it, she's going to cry baby.
Yeah. Sheila said that she was on Savage's live this morning. So.
Well, Terry Time has one thing correct. She should not be bringing up my wife. No. Maria's got no business doing that. Terry Time's right about that. Although Terry Time likes to stir the pot too. It's like that's like the pot calling the kettle in that situation. But I mean, she does have a point there.
Right. Hey, Joe Bean Joe, how are you?
Maria does that shit.
Yeah. I know. But I thought that I would play some of her lives lately talking about, and the other live that I just played from last Friday before last, it just gets worse as it goes on.
Really?
Talking about my husband and your wife, and yeah.
Well, see, it's interesting because I had a conversation with SoFlo yesterday, and he asked me, "Can you get me the clip of that?" Because I only heard one little tiny piece when Jules was playing a clip of Terry Time reviewing Maria. Right. So I got to hear it like a really crappy recording of it. So he wanted to hear some proof. Like, you just played a whole shitload of it. So maybe I can just present that, and I'm gonna
just tell him to watch my live from today.
But see, that's the thing. Like he's not. I'm not going to expect him. I'm not going to expect him to unfriend her and cut her out of his circle. I just want him to acknowledge that she's a fucking bully, and this is what she does. And there's no pass for Maria. Maria isn't the victim here. No. Maria's always been the aggressor in every circumstance.
1,000%.
That's all I want him to know. That's
1,000%. Like, she's coming after subscribers now too, because they're in mine and Jules's chats. Just because of that.
That's because that's Chicago muscle tactics. So that shows you they're friends again.
Yeah. Well.
That's what muscle does, right? So everybody, I'm gonna tell you right now. Listen, people. If somebody reaches out from his camp, ignore him. They can't do anything to you. What he does is he'll message you, or he'll have somebody message you, email, Instagram, whatever, and he'll say, "If I see you in their chat, you will be exposed." And it'll probably be verbatim that. So just put a couple little laughy faces or the middle finger and say "below me" or something like that.
Yeah. Because, guys, honestly, if I'm not scared of him, there's no reason for you to be scared of him.
Or scale because we're going to be there every step of the way to expose their bullying. So if they do that, send it to Sophie or send it to me. and we will blast them out of the
Yeah,
water, man,
send it to one of us. Yep.
because that's what they'll do.
Because he's nothing to be scared of. Yeah, there's nothing to be scared of. He
He's just a
ran
big.
last time because
That's
go
it.
ahead.
I was just gonna say,
Yeah,
he's just
that's
a big, stupid, ugly ogre.
it. Did you put that short up? Did I see that short on your?
Yeah, I put it up. I did. I put it up.
Hold
I
on.
put it up. I mean, he wants to talk about me being short. That dude is an ogre. That's the definition of the word. He is an ogre.
Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Let me find it.
People take one look at me and go, ah, help, run, big, stupid, ugly ogre. People take one look at me and go, ah, help, run, big, stupid, ugly ogre.
So there's that. There's that. Come on, don't insult Shrek like that. Funny.
So yeah, my wife didn't get to hear a bunch of that crap, or because I was actually out running some errands, and she actually good thing, right? I mean, she don't
Yeah.
need to hear that crap.
She doesn't need to hear Maria shit talking about her because she don't know her, and it's not right. It's not right at all. Lisa Wagner says, "Oh no, you can't talk about her looks because you're a man and she's a defenseless woman. I was raised, if you're going to fight like a man, then I better be prepared for the consequences." Exactly, Lisa Wagner. Exactly.
You know what's funny to me is that these people think that my wife has been a nurse for 25 plus years. Do they not realize that I met my wife in freaking high
High
school?
school.
High school.
Yeah.
So we built a life together. At
Mm-hmm.
one point in time, she was in school and I was the only one that worked. And she was able to go to school and get a degree and become educated and further her education while I worked. That's what you do. It's a partnership. You work
Exactly.
together to build a life.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't understand that, man.
No.
She's another one of those people in a usury situation.
Yeah, because she goes to work, she comes home, she gets online, she passes out. That's her day, right? Her husband goes to work, comes home, cleans the house, cooks the dinner, gets himself ready for the next morning, and then goes to bed at a decent hour, I'm sure. And she
So they're like
uses
two
him.
single people. Two
Yeah,
single people living together.
living in the same house. Pretty yeah. Yeah. And you're right, Jules. People do not speak about her husband like that. But she thinks it's fine to speak about my husband and Johnny Mac's wife that way.
Well, I mean, can I start talking about her husband's drinking and her drinking and things
Sure.
like that? Start talking about their health issues and their looks, and
Sure. That's
because
what she
believe me,
does.
it doesn't bother me. That
No.
I've been attacked so much, and they say the same things so
Mm-hmm.
often. It has no effect
No
anymore,
effect anymore. Exactly. Mm-hmm.
and it had very little to begin with.
Yeah.
Because if that's the best you got, it's you're done. Why even try? That's pathetic.
Yeah. I know.
And I don't use a booster seat, Maria. I got fucking blocks that I strap to the bottom of my shoes.
Like Barney Rubble.
Yeah, yeah. Like Short Round on Indiana Jones, the little
Yeah,
Asian kid that
another
drives the
kid.
car. If you're gonna tell a story, tell it right.
Tell it right. Yeah. Jules says, wait, how is everyone on her team giving a statement to an attorney? An attorney would know that the RO is real. Good point. Good point.
She thinks that witness statements are gonna get her out of trouble or
No, no, no,
counter what she's done.
no.
Um,
This is
I
between
there's
what John has done to Maria and what Maria has done to John. Nobody else. Nobody else. What are they going to be,
I don't think they'd
character
even read them.
witnesses? No.
Well, they didn't hear me. I was there for him, and they didn't even hear me.
Me neither.
I got added to the court for the virtual court for literally 3 seconds. And then they're like, do you want to bring him in? Okay, not yet. And then they brought me back out. And then they never brought me back in. But when they brought me in, all I saw on my screen was a big ass desperate face, and it was Maria's face. It was ugly and desperate, and she looked very tense and nervous, as she should have been.
As she should have been. That's it. Yeah. I can never find Vault's channel. It's so small and insignificant. I can never find it. Ever. Oh, wait a minute. She did. She did share one of my posts one day. I'll find it from there. One second. Oh, guys, later today, whenever I get finished here, I am going to start doing the crafting stuff for my other channel. So watch for that stuff coming on there soon. One of my mods will put the other channel in my chat here. If you're not subscribed, go subscribe. I'm scrolling looking for her on my community tab. Come on, shit. You still there?
So is she up there yet? Let me take a look. Take a little look, see here.
Yeah, check and see what's going on over there. Jesus Christ, there's so much.
You know, I tried to talk to him. He doesn't want to hear about Maria. He's
Well, I mean that's his
so I didn't
choice.
Right. So I didn't push it because, you know, if that's who he wants to be friends with, that's his business.
That's his business. But don't say that you don't want to involve yourself with anybody that goes after families then if you're going to be friends with Maria. That's it.
Yeah, because she certainly does.
Yes.
She cannot stop.
No. Can't and won't.
Well, and she started with me too, because she went into Brittany and Deadly's chat,
Mm-hmm.
and she was there to help bash me. That's breach of contract. She broke the deal. Now it's
Yeah.
victim time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't find it.
Oh yeah, she's on there. She's on there with old loudmouth fucking Muscle, who
of course
never shuts the fuck up. You know, that dude is a panel whore.
Right. Oh yeah. They say I'm a panel whore? No.
No, he's gonna go anywhere you can help bash me too. Yeah, he's all about that.
Yeah, so Kitty Kicker is my full name. Why is Chicago Muscle bowing down to SoFlo? I thought Chicago Muscle was the boss. M3, that's a good question. Good question. All right, Slow. But yeah, Barbie put my Reno and DIY channel in the chat. If you're not subscribed over there, go subscribe because I'm going to be doing some crafty stuff. Thank you. Thank you, Sly.
Well, you know, that's interesting. How come Muscle's not doing the content that he says he was going to do? He was going
good question.
He was going to talk about being a bouncer. He was going to talk about you know, what really happened in the story about the money being stolen, and the snakes and the computer robbery and all that crap. He's not addressing any of that shit. He's just attacking people.
Yeah, that's it.
No paranormal, no snake content, just other than his own actions as being a snake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, I got it. There you go.
It's the same thing. Yeah. Yeah, long cool woman.
So, one day ago, fun fact, several of us have spoken and giving a statement to an attorney. For what? I thought there was nothing going on. One day ago, only in it for the views. And then John's post, hey, YouTube, why is it only showing that I only have 53 views when I have over 300 in my live stream? Why is my channel going through this? YouTube is about clicks and views. That's it. As many clicks and views as you can get. Once you're monetized, of course, and Vault is monetized. So why wouldn't anybody be in it for the views? That's what this is about.
M3, good point. Good point. Why is CM bowing down the SoFlo? I thought CM was the boss. Well, CM doesn't have any people. See, he had a lot of us were listening to this clown. I had him on my show and everything. Sophie was promoting him, and then we've seen through his bullshit. So now all he has left are the people in SoFlo's chat. So of course he's going to bow down to SoFlo, because if he doesn't kiss his ass and they bump heads, who's he going to have?
Right.
Mike Slick.
Yep, that's it.
That's it. Mike Slick.
That's it. But yeah, I was, promoting him on my community tab. I had him on my panel. I was on Johnny Mac's panel promoting Chicago Muscle over there, because he promised that he had changed, right? And I wanted to believe that. But then, the mask once again was ripped off, and he's showing that he's the same person he's always been. And here we are. So, kitty kickers for life, guys.
Nothing he said about himself was true.
No.
Do y'all realize that?
Yeah,
Nothing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, nothing. Johnny Mac brought us his friends, but then you did Johnny Mac wrong, so you think his friends were going to stay. Exactly. You do our friend wrong, we're not going to stay around unless you do it to us too. So it's whatever.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right. I like to lighten the load as quickly as possible. So if I find out that I got scumbags leeching up to me, the sooner the better they're discovered, I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Get rid of them as quickly as possible. I'm glad, to be honest, that he. I'm glad that Deadly and Brittany and them were over there, and he made that maneuver right in front of everybody. I'm glad, because now I know what a piece of shit he is. He did that publicly.
Exactly.
He did me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
He did me a favor, because now I can cut him loose
and not feel
I
bad
can point
about
the
it.
finger at him, because he's the one who did wrong, not me.
Yep.
He did it.
Yep, I agree. Let him go and not feel bad about it, right?
That's it. What's up, Muggsy?
Hey, Muggsy, how are you?
You're not over breaking pizza's balls. What's going on, bro? He's great at that, man. He gets to that dude like no tomorrow.
Breaking news, Johnny Mac. Jen just posted a horrible reel directed at you on IG.
Ooh. You're blocked. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it seems when he said, I've set my plan in motion, his goal, or however he worded it, was his backstabbing his goal. It sounds like it.
That's it. The trap was sprung. He wanted to see how long he could exploit old Mac. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's the trap.
Yeah. See what he can get out of it. That's it.
Don't think for a second that Jen shit isn't being done by Terry Time, and all these people are getting her to do that. She's friends with Maria. So if she's friends with Maria or Terry Time, either one of those two people will push her to do that. See now Jen, she'll be friends with Maria and Terry Time, but she won't tell Maria she's friends with Terry Time still.
Right.
Because they talk to each other secretly. Terry will always talk to Jen, no matter what she does. Remember that. And Maria always gives Jen a chance over and over. So, it's hard to tell which way it's coming from, but it's coming from one of them, if not both.
Right.
But Jen, I mean, why all of a sudden? You got to ask yourself that. Why all of a sudden is she popping up after what?
I know.
9 months,
I know.
almost a year. Now all of a sudden it's like nothing happened. Like it hasn't been a year. Like it was yesterday.
I know. I know. It makes no sense to me.
To me, it's somebody putting her up to it. That's what it seems like to
Right.
me.
All right, Susie, hold on a second. IG. Oh, that thing? All right, hold on. I'm not going to play the music because I'll get copyright claim, but that's directed towards Johnny Mac. She's weird.
She definitely needs to go back to the loony bin.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, someone is stirring Jen up. That's 100%, because there's no reason for this shit
No,
out of nowhere.
no, there's not. There's no reason for it at all. At all.
Well, I would think that maybe probably Muscle has a hand in it.
Oh, yeah, for
He
sure.
likes that.
Yeah, for sure. Because she's been over there in his chat and everything. So,
And pizza. I mean, look, the funny thing is, all these people that attack me, they're all friends. So I mean,
yeah,
it's coming from all of them. In my opinion, it's coming from all of them. They're all people I want to cut out permanently. So, they all catch the blame.
right. I agree. I agree. So there was that. Let me see if it'll let me.
That's it, Jim and Barrett. She found out that she was accountable for her own actions, didn't she? Like when she was in that cop car and they were taking her ass to jail. You
Mm-hmm.
seen she was trying to fast talk the cop for a
Oh,
minute,
for sure.
even all the way into the car. And even in the car, she stood. But then you could tell at what point she gave up. She knew she was cooked.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
That was really
Soon
satisfying.
as as soon as they pulled into the jail, the gates, she knew she was done.
Yep.
She
Yep.
knew, just like
That
the rest of
that was
us.
like that was like getting a cool drink after like being out in the hot all day long. That satisfying feeling. That was like a scratch way down deep, like in your brain. Like
Yeah.
that was a satisfying feeling that you very rarely come across in life. That was really good. And then the shackles. Oh my God, that
Yeah. Yeah.
was better than sex almost.
Like, do you really have to put those on me? And they're like, yes. You're at risk of running. Yeah, it was funny.
They all have to wear the shackles,
Yeah.
the leg irons,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah.
yep.
I
That's
remember wearing
mandatory.
those damn things.
Oh yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
remember. Shit sucked. But you know better, you do better, right?
That's it. I'd like to see a few people in those things though. Again, but
Oh yeah,
that's
I'm
just
not
me.
going to say
Some
that
people
I
deserve
would,
it.
but you know.
The other post is about again about Brandy. That now we're talking about more than a decade
What?
here. Yeah, more than a decade here, and she's still
Still on
fixated
about
on
it.
Brandy.
Wow. Well, let me read this post and see what it says here. Ah, mental health Monday goals, mental health and therapy. It takes an army, right? Started out as taking a link, right, B? Giving you all the rights to follow every move and make you lots of money. You set the platform to my dwindled mental health So I guess. Hi, Rumi. Do you hear Rumi? Hi, Rumi. So I guess thanks for calling and getting Johnny Mac out of my hearing. The picture. That's the workings of a woman, aka minister, who wants everything to appear it's not her. I hurt her. So what? And she wanted a best friend's number, right, Sly? Damn, this bitch is insane. This is you. And she sets back while you go insane, plotting everyone against everyone as you dox me and talk to people that I'm not related to. You filed false harassment charges with Siwa Moon. And now the hot dog, aka racist, who now loves the bee. Beige? You wonder why Union Township, aka Brenda, the cemetery, and all of thus, right? I cancel. I don't know. I'm just reading. I don't know. I canceled, but didn't do myself. And if y'all need, wait, I'm gonna read that again. I canceled, but didn't do myself. And if y'all need therapy, get it? No, I don't get it. I'm confused as fuck right now. You guys are so into being online that just like me, it became a part of our lives. And I backed away. You backed away from fucking nothing. Other than the 53 days your ass spent in jail, you haven't backed away from shit. I miss what I had. And yes, the recordings suck. But I wasn't arrested because I didn't do it. My words were bad. I won't be accused of things I didn't do. And anyone involved needs help. Oh my God. AKA Tracy M. and her in-laws. And Vault! Exclamation point. All of you deserve nothing good. And Minister, all of them wanted me to interview that moron K. He sucked and I took it down. Get a life and decorate your homes and reunite with your families and leave ours the hell alone. Too late for apologies. And I will give them to everyone. And when y'all want to grow up, seems Brandy and Sly doxed me. Star, aka Discord Chaser, go near my baby who didn't turn. You all better stop because my jail could be your future too. I have the vault open, Dana, aka Ellie, whoever you are. And she is gone, guys. So all of you leave her alone and rip along with the others who have passed. Leaving me alone would have been the best option because I have the vault open, Ellie and Sweaty, who told me CB did something. All of you suck as people. You want peace of mind? Then get it. And Savage, aka Marie, aka Drunk, please say CB did something untrue. I called for FOIAs and everything. Find God. I did. XOXO Jen. Bitch is insane. Tell me she's not. You can't tell me she's not. She wants to say she went bowling. You haven't left the fucking house, bitch. Do something without a filter. Please. 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 Insane ass bitch. That's that. Whew. Wow.
Hey guys, I gotta hop off. But,
Okay, thanks for popping up with
I'll
me.
see y'all a little bit later. I might do a live tonight.
Okay.
Or definitely tomorrow though. So.
Alrighty, I'll talk to you later.
All right, I'll see you.
Bye. She's crazy, guys. She's fucking crazy. I'm looking for something I lost, and it should be right here. I don't know. Where'd it go? There it is. Right in front of my face. Okay. Hey, Krissa. Let me see. My dog has a bedroom. It's called my bedroom. Good job. She's a little dog. She rules that bed. Yes, Susie. Hey, Romy. You hear him say hello to me? Do you want some lunch? You hungry? Hold on. Yeah? Okay. Hold on. So, Maria wants to say Sophie has a bedroom for her dogs, but don't have a bedroom for her kids. This is the bedroom I was talking about, Momo. This is it. This is my dog's bedroom. She sleeps on a little silk pillowcase. See that white thing beside it? That's my dresser. This is my bedroom. This is her bedroom inside my bedroom. All right, bitch? You're fucking crazy. Well, Krissa, I'll message you here in a little bit, and then, tomorrow, if you want to do it with me, you can. Good with me. She called me, had Napa tell me she wanted to make amends, not throwing any shade at Napa. She was just the messenger. Well, But, let's see. I am going to play a video while I feed Rumi so he can stop saying hello. Hello. Thank you, Long Cool Woman. Lisa, the way that she snapped at me about my grown children not having a bedroom at my house, but my dogs do, she must still have their bedrooms set up at her house. Yeah. I am going to be making, I had bought some clear crystal Christmas balls for the Christmas tree at Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby has everything. Did you play the interaction with George last night? No, I forgot about that, Jules. I forgot about that. But I will here in a second. I had bought some clear Christmas balls from Hobby Lobby. Everything is 50% off, so I got 12 Christmas balls for $4. I'm going to be taking some acrylic paint and putting some baking powder or baking soda, whatever I've got up in the cabinet, putting it with it and mixing it together and making like a textured paint. And I'm going to be painting those. And I got some velvet ribbon, and I'm going to be putting those on the tree. And then I also, the tree collar box that is under my tree that my husband had made me, I'm going to be re-glittering it. I bought some chunky black glitter. And I'm going to be glittering my tree collar. WTF is Hobby Lobby. Hobby Lobby is a very large craft store, Jen and Barrett. A very large craft store. It's very, very good. Yes. But I forgot about that, Jules. I forgot completely about it. Hold on a second. Let me play this. I'm going to feed Rumi. And then we'll get into that.
Woohoo!
But everything will be shown after with the names highlighted out.
I get what you're saying, Maria. I get
the
what you're
names
saying.
will be highlighted out. So
yeah, I get what you're saying.
I want everything to be penny to the penny shown.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. And do you know what? I don't want this to become a competition either. Where
I don't either.
Supporters as well. I get what you're saying, right? I just wanted to be really transparent about what we were doing, why we were doing it, and that was it. And what I'm going to say is, and I told Maria today that I am going to be making a huge donation when I get paid And she was like, no, you fucking not. I was like, yes, I am. Because I don't want people to think that
Thank you,
I'm
Rainbow.
just asking other people to put money in when I'm not, because I will be. I absolutely will be. Maria will be. So don't worry about that. Like, I just don't think that we should all have, me and Maria should have to suffer, or our family should have to lose out in Christmas because of a piece of shit.
He is.
All right, guys. You've seen that a million times, but it still doesn't get old. It still doesn't get old. No, Amanda, how sweet. Okay, I got something to play. One second. I need an overlay. Oh well, that's the only one I got. That's it, guys. That's what I got. It's what we're working with today.
Hello?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
I hear an echo.
Okay, wait. Let me plug this thing in again. I guess it's only when I'm solo doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna put this. How about now?
Okay. I think that's works.
You can.
Can you hear me? Maria?
George.
Me, it's not about like, let's just take Jules out of the equation. If it was you, if it was Anne, if it was Heidi, Terry Lynn, or anybody, if anybody would have said, next time you try to K yourself, use, what did he say? Use I don't know, a blade or something like that. Like that's totally crossing the line. And I think that we all should be calling out something as nasty and disgusting as that. Like that comment is not okay.
Absolutely, 100% agree. It took me off guard what he said, and he actually corrected himself and said that he doesn't want her to hurt himself, but he doesn't like to see himself in a short that she makes. What's the purpose of the short?
He never corrected anything. Anne tried to correct and make him look better, but he was like, no. This is what I meant. I said what I meant. I meant what I said.
Adding more people and more people and more people. Have you ever, you're a friend, have you ever sat with her or talked to her and said, what's the purpose of this? Is it your purpose just to piss off the whole internet?
Well, no. And I mean, I would also like to say that, and I'm not trying to be funny or disrespectful to you, I'm not the YouTube police, and I'm not trying to be that either. I would like to get on YouTube, sit in a chat and, enjoy the chats that I'm in. But like I said, something like that, we should all be standing with. We shouldn't be saying that that's okay. And, Maria, one of the things like me, you, and Anne, like, we didn't always get along. And I mean, that's not a secret. But I will say that we've gotten to a better place, and I don't disrespect you. I don't say anything mean. I don't, cross the line with you guys. And I want to keep things like that. I didn't mean to disrespect your chat, but if you ask me a question, I'm going to genuinely answer it. I'm not going to lie about it. And I mean, anybody in your chat, I mean, you can respect me for telling the truth, or you can hate me for telling the truth. I mean, I hope that you respect me for telling the truth and being honest. I mean, I'm work in progress myself, and yeah, but like comments like that, nobody should be making that. And that rolled out of his mouth too easily.
Amen.
And on top of
Okay,
that,
and I
Maria,
understand that, but that doesn't
can
mean
I
we agree
finish
with
this?
him. Sure, but don't say
Right,
that we
and I
agree with him.
understand that. And I understand that it was probably uncomfortable for you and Ann as well. But at the same time, Maria, like nobody said, like, come on now, you can't talk like that. That's wrong.
Right.
And on
Right.
top of that, like, Maria, we got to be fair. He
Yep.
has been going around to different chats and calling Jules prostitutes and this,
Yep.
and that. So we have to, he's no angel. Let's just say that. And I understand, okay, if them two want to go back and forth, go back and forth. But going personal and low like that. And one thing with the mental health, I seriously, I don't play about that. I don't play about suicide. When I was younger, I was probably about 14, 15. My brother committed suicide. I don't put my personal business out like that. But last year, 2 years ago, 2020, my dad was diagnosed with a lung tumor. Things had gotten so bad for him that he couldn't breathe. So in January, my dad shot and killed himself. So that's why when you joke about suicide and all that, I don't
Wait
take
a
that
minute, wait a
lightly.
minute,
And I
wait a minute.
honestly,
Wait a minute. I have a problem with that, George. I've never joked about suicide.
no, I'm not
Absolutely
saying you,
never.
Maria. No. I'm
Okay,
not saying
because
you
we
by
got to
any
clear this up
means.
because
Yes,
I've never.
yes. I didn't say you. I didn't. Well, if you thought that I meant you, Maria, I apologize. That was
No
not
problem,
directed
because
towards you. That was
thank you, I
directed
appreciate it.
towards Lack. And Maria, I try to be fair as I can. When it came down to that Zeus and all that, Maria, I could have sat in that chat with him and I could have bashed you, but I didn't because I respect you enough to not do that. And like I said, I do want to do better with you and Ann. If anything is ever said, I want you two to be able to say, no, George wouldn't do that. We don't have to be best friends. I don't have to visit your chat, but I want you to understand, like, no, that's George. He would not say that about us. And yeah, there was some posts that I did make on Instagram, and I apologize for that. And if
Right, Jules. She absolutely did. She posted about your arm and she made fun of your arm and she laughed about it. She absolutely did.
you would like, Maria, I will take those down. Even with all this John Yates stuff, Maria, me and you, I don't come in your chat every day, but I support you in some of that stuff that's going on. And I would tell anybody that. I don't necessarily think that you're 100% wrong. And maybe it's just me being Black. I don't know, but I wouldn't open the door either. Like, who in their right mind is going to walk in to the police station? Like, yeah, here, serve me. No. So
Yeah.
I don't
Thank
want
you,
you
George.
to
I'm
ever
sorry to hear
think
about your
like,
brother. I'm really
oh,
sorry to
thank
hear
you.
about your brother, and I appreciate you coming on here and saying this.
Yeah.
I feel you. I wouldn't know. I'm not opening the door for anybody. If John wants to stand outside my front door, John can stand outside my front door. He's not coming inside my house.
Sure.
You know.
And I
You
also
don't
think,
think
like,
John to come inside your house?
like you go very personal with people. And it's not just Jules you go personal with. It's a lot of people. And it's not fair for you to cry wolf when the attention gets put back onto you.
Thank
Because
you.
the things that you do to people, it hits way below the belt. Way below the belt.
Yep.
And one thing, Maria, and I know Ann's not here, but one thing that I do want to give you and some grace is the way that you guys handled the Mim situation in the very beginning. And that was one of the things where I was like, you know what, maybe let me take it back, let me walk it back, not maybe.
Oh my God, George,
I probably went off of what other people were saying about you two. And I realized, okay, after that
Yes.
situation, you guys did handle that with grace. And that's why I was like, let me just go in their chat. Let me just start kind of feeling my way around. I know I'm going to get ripped apart. And then I don't know where Ann was, but Ann wasn't in the chat. Ann wasn't in the chat for a few weeks. And I remember Shy just saying, oh, you want me in this chat when Ann gets back. So yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I wasn't coming in your chat to be disrespectful from the beginning. I was not. And you kind of dogged me out a little, Maria. I thought we was better than that.
I was worried about you because I saw you make that comment here earlier, and I'm like, oh my God, he's not going back to the way he was. Please don't do that.
The way
And
he
so I immediately blocked
was.
you because I didn't know what your next comment was going to be. But the thing is with Lack is that Lack, I know for a fact he's a good person, but you can only take
Good
so much,
person.
and he has been dragged constantly between Jules and John, constantly.
A good person? How do you know for a fact he's a good person saying the things that he has said about John, about Jules, about me, about everybody else that you decide to trash? He's in the chat trashing, no matter who it is. But you know for a fact he's a good person. Why? Because he's backing up your bullshit? Is that how you know for a fact he's a good person? because the things that he says and the things that he writes in the chat shows differently.
Constantly, and he's not a creator. He's not on there, on a panel like that, and he only comes on when he can't take anymore, and then he gets pissed off. But come on,
Maria,
now, nobody wants their story. Nobody wants their name on a short.
If you can't take it, Maria, log off. Do not say something that you're going to have to apologize for later. And even I'm learning that one myself. And there are a lot of times where I'm like, let me just log off because even my fingers is getting a little crazy. I'm getting an attitude because some of the stuff that goes on here is just a little ridiculous. Especially the last couple of weeks with Mims. I really, 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 really loved Mims. And I hated to see her get drugged like that. I hated to see it. I really, truly did. And I just logged off.
Yeah, but look what they're saying. Don't go after subs. Lack is a sub. That's the first thing they tell you. Don't go after subs. Do you know how bad?
But you go after subs, Maria. Just today, you have gone after subs. We've played it today on my live. You don't have any problem going after subs, but you don't want nobody coming after yours, right? That's what it is. You don't want nobody coming after your fucking subs. Fair's fair, bitch.
Jules went after Bald Cat when, out of the blue, without even knowing anything, blocked her. And Bald Cat couldn't get a word in edgewise. And Bald Cat really cared about Jules. And it's like she doesn't care about human beings. She doesn't understand that somebody, like right now, if Mandy's been here all this for a long time, and I block Mandy, and Mandy doesn't get it. What happened? What did I do to Maria? What exactly happened? She thinks I'm up here, they're there in the chat. I'm going to do whatever I can. And if I feel like blocking you, I'm just going to block you with no reason, and that's it. You can't be like that. And then she drags Bald Cat. You don't know who's behind the avatar.
Right.
You can't treat people that way.
I understand, but I will say this, and there's a lot of things that is content creators as well. You guys are going so hard at each other that it's just not even fun for nobody.
No.
It's not. It's miserable. Like when you log on, it's like, Maria, there are a lot of things that you say. It's funny as shit. Where did she get that shit from? But it's like
I'm tamer now.
Like, why can we not just have fun? Like, we don't have to like each other just to have fun with each other. Let's stop going personal with each other. Like, look how much fun I had with that hot dog of Sly. It was the funniest shit of my life, I think. It was a hot dog.
I still laugh about it, and when I think about it, my husband's like, "What's so funny?" And I go, "You don't understand."
Right. I mean, it was a hot dog that's been in the freezer for like almost like a year and a half now, and everybody laughed about it. So why can't we all just, the fighting and all that, and I understand, okay, if you want to fight, keep it to a minimum.
Yeah, she's not tamer now. I completely disagree with that. Hey, Martin's mommy, how are you?
You know what I mean? But all that personal stuff.
George, I honestly think, and I'm going to be honest with you and tell you, that Jules is jealous of me because of the hula hoop. That's it. She wants to be me.
Jules, do you want to be Maria? Do you want that hula hoop to be so tight around your waist like it is Maria's that it doesn't hula or hoop? It don't do shit? Are you jealous, Jules?
Is that a joke? See, that's what I'm saying.
It's a joke.
I'm like, I don't know if I should laugh at that.
I was a pro at that hula hoop. I was a pro at not keeping it up. It just wouldn't stay on that hip.
Yeah, even like when Chicago Muscle and Jules, they didn't get along in the beginning, but then a couple weeks ago, they're in each other's chat. And I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like Chicago Muscle at first. And I don't know if it was just that MobTube stuff is not for me. It's not me. I'm gay. I don't know anything about no MobTube. I don't know what y'all are fighting about. None of that shit. None of it. But then when they started to get along, they're on each other's panel, and it was actually funny, and it just shows that we are all more alike than we are unalike. So I don't, you know what I mean?
With Chicago Muscle, as long as you don't chase him around, if you don't do, be commenting about him, he's not going to comment about you. Like he said a few weeks ago, he says, we're not going to be buddies, but if she doesn't talk bad about me,
I call bullshit. Because I did nothing to that man for him to start talking shit about me in chat and on panel. So I call bullshit.
I have no reason to talk bad about her. And that's how it should be. You don't have to like everybody. But that doesn't mean you have to drag everybody if you don't like somebody.
And
And for
sometimes I think like it's not like we're dragging each other. Sometimes we're just having a bad day, and we are all entitled to it. So I mean, let's all just try to do better. And the suicide talk, I don't like it when Lack did it. I didn't like it when John Yates does it. None of it.
yeah, and we're all entitled to bad days, but you know what?
Yes,
When we have
Jules.
bad days, the people on the internet don't deserve it. We have to stay
Right.
offline when we're having a bad day, because we can't take it out on the people on the internet and then say, sorry guys, about yesterday, I had a bad day. I'm sorry I cursed you out, Sarah. I'm sorry, Jesse. I'm sorry, Savage, I cursed. You know, you can't do that shit. It's not our problem. If you have a bad day, don't come online.
Right. I mean, I
Because we're
agree.
not kids.
But I mean, we all do it. And let's stop holding each other to different standards. If it's bad for one, let's say it's bad. And
Thank
if
you.
I ever do anything, just like your chat was saying, oh, he's disrespectful, da 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 da, hold me accountable.
Yeah.
Hold me accountable. I seen Cree said it, and Cree is somebody like I always talk to Cree. She always speaks to me. I don't know if Cree's a guy or a girl. I don't know. But when she said, I don't know what she said, but I was like, oh, okay, I like Cree, so I can understand that. You know what I mean? So it hit a little different when she said it, and I took a step back, and I was like, no, like I'm not going to be disrespectful to Maria or her chat at all. It's not going to happen. And when I was blocked, I sure was. I was right in your inbox, like, Maria, unblock
You were in my
unblock me.
I didn't see you in the inbox.
So yeah, but I do think, Lack, you do owe Jules an apology for that. That was low, and I hope that you do better, because as a person, that's not okay for any of us to say to anybody.
Yep.
You never know where somebody's mental health is. Never.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
That's
other
true.
than that,
That's true. JY, hemorrhoids, sorry, it was my fault. I'm using the old phone to see the comments, and I timed you out by mistake. It was my mistake. Sorry about that. I suck with this old phone.
But
you know what?
Right, Sadie
Black
Lane.
is
Right,
really a good
exactly.
person. He's really a good person, and I don't make excuse for what he said. He owns
you
what he says, and it's
are.
up to him. But he actually, if
But you are making excuses for what he said.
you listen to the live to the end, he says he doesn't want anybody to hurt himself. I don't want to see anybody hurt themselves, but I don't want to be accountable for people's mental illness. I don't want to be accountable and have to stay quiet if somebody comes online and has a bad day and drags people because of it. It's not my fault.
It's not. But you
And
shouldn't have to
nobody's
wait
saying
to the
it's
end
your
of a live to
fault.
say, oh, that was fucked up. What I just said, that was fucked up. You knew it was
Right.
fucked up before it came out your mouth.
Thank
And
you.
I mean, there's a lot of things that is fucked up that get said. I don't say nothing about because it's just not to that level of fucked upness. You know what I mean? But that was fucked up. And if he wants me to apologize for saying his mom should have swallowed, I have no problem saying that.
Yeah, just like Jules said today that I'm a cancer. I'm a cancer to the society here. Like, why? Because I blocked her. I never dragged her. I blocked her because I knew it was getting ugly in DMs. And before I say something that I'm gonna regret, I knew at this point I wasn't turning back, and I knew she was gonna be pissed off.
No,
And I
Sadie,
knew
she
there was no
doesn't.
saying, hey, let me explain to you why I can't hear you right now for what you're saying to me about my friend Brooke. So I blocked her, and that was it. And I thought she's gonna be mad for one day, but she's mad forever. We should be able. Not everybody has to
But
be friends.
so are
Not everybody has
you.
to get
You're
along.
mad forever.
But we should.
You got mad September last year because I started calling out Stinky Fish for who he really was. And you got mad. And you're still mad about that shit. It has not stopped with you. Practice what you fucking preach.
Should be able to coexist and not, message each other on IG if we don't feel like there's a friendship there or something.
I mean, you're right, but I will say, like, what was this, like a month ago, 2 months ago? Like, we were all kind of doing better. Like, your chat was going over there, our chat was going over there. And then I will say there were times when Jules would come in the chat and she was getting blocked. Like, come on now. And I mean, I'm not saying nobody's an angel on either side.
I know, but
I will say that there is blame on both sides.
Imagine myself being on a messenger and Jules messaging me and saying, Savage is coming after me, Bambi's coming after me. I'm so sick she showed up at my place. And I was agreeing with her. How dare Bambi go there? I'm sorry she did this to you. And then from that conversation, it went to, I'm going to fuck Brooke up. I'm going to show her screenshots. And I'm like, Brooke didn't do it. It was Savage and Bambi. It was not Brooke. Savage was making lies about you. Bambi went to your apartment. Why are you saying Brooke? Oh, because she's going to pay for it. And she was stuck on it. And I spent half an hour on a weekend trying to talk her down. And then I said, I can't do this. I can't spend half an hour on the phone trying to talk. It's not my problem.
Talk her
and then I said,
down.
my loyalty is to Brooke. Brooke never said block her. Never. I did. I told Brooke to block Amanda Prayer Jar. I did. I asked Brooke, can you block Amanda Prayer Jar for me, please? Because we had gone through so much shit with her. And Brooke said, absolutely, I will for you. and she did it. But I never was told by Brooke to block. That was my choice. And there was one day where I just didn't want to hear her. It was just my choice, and she can't accept that. Nobody tells me who to block and who not to block. Anne has friends that hate me, and that's okay with me. It doesn't bother me.
I mean, I think sometimes though, like, if any of us had people showing up at our house unannounced, putting flyers, like that would have set anybody off. I mean, that's just too low.
I totally agree, George. Totally agree.
Too far. And that's another incident where we all should have been like, girl, come on now. That's too far. You can't do that to people, blah, blah, blah. Any side could get hurt. You know what I mean? Bambi has kids. You never know somebody. And like I said, somebody's mental health, you may not have made it home to your kids. Like that kind of shit is way more important than putting flyers up. Like there's things that in a community, like we should all be standing together to say, oh, baby, that's too far. Even like I can say now what John Yates is doing to you, I believe that's entirely too far. And we should all be standing up to say that's too much. That's too much. Y'all both.
But it was too much whenever Maria got a restraining order, tried to get a restraining order on John. Like this shit goes too far all the way around.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, sure.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, and I want to be
when-
able to say
Mhm.
wrong is wrong and right is right. I want to be able to say that. I don't care about the backlash about any of it, but we all should be able to do that for each other.
Absolutely. And when that happened, I agree with that happened with Jules. Savage had gone live. I go in her live whenever I have a chance. Sometimes I don't get notifications, and if not, I'll do replay. But I went in there and I wrote in there. Nobody was saying, "Oh, Bambi, hero." I went in there and I said, "What happened with Jules is messed up. Don't support this Bambi person because that's freaking creepy that somebody would go post that shit all around, not only in front of your apartment, but in the neighborhood, in the McDonald's, in the area." And I said, "I'm gonna take a chance that I'm gonna get blocked." I wasn't friends with Jules, and I still didn't support that shit. I didn't support it. But then I go around, she goes, and I said it, and everybody said, "Don't mention the word B, because if you mention Bambi, she comes running for you." And I said, I don't support that shit. And if she got in trouble, it was her problem. It would be Bambi's problem, because that's fucked up what she did. But then I hear her saying, laughing at
Absolutely,
Cooch,
Jules.
saying that she gave
Absolutely, fuck Cooch.
Cooch's information to somebody, her address, and Jules wants us to feel sorry because she's single and alone, yet she felt okay to give out Cooch's address to somebody and then go be cocky and say, "Fun fact, I haven't told you guys this, but I gave Cooch's address to somebody online." So how does that make any sense?
I mean, it doesn't. Like nobody should be giving anyone's personal information out. But I think like it's one of them things to where like if you see something going on in your chat, you have to call that out too and say it's wrong, and vice versa. Like everybody has to do it. It can't be it's right for me, but wrong for you. It's wrong. Like nobody should feel like they're not safe in their own home. Nobody should feel like that. I mean, if you tell me you're coming over to my house, I'm going to say, okay, come over. I have food. Let me know when you're coming so I can go to the grocery store. I want you to be as comfortable as possible. I mean, but nobody should be showing up to anybody's house. That shit it's ridiculous, and things are just going entirely too fucking far.
Yep.
And I do not believe John Yates should be flying to Florida, driving to Florida to come to your house. None of that. Even I'm not a John Yates fan, but say if you're at a grocery store with your son, right? And I'm just going to assume you got a big son, right? And even if you and your son don't get along, right? Like
Yeah,
I don't get along with. Okay, your son's an adult, yeah. So I don't always get along with my mom, and there's some days where I'm just like, oh my God, let me just get away from this lady. But if I'm at the grocery store, I'm not going to let nobody disrespect my mom. You know what I mean? I would assume that, God forbid, John sees you at the grocery store, and you know he's doing that craziness with that RO. I'm going to be sure your son is going to defend his mom. And I don't want to see John Yates get hurt either. Like I don't want to see anybody get hurt. So why can't we all just stop?
I know. And look, somebody here's saying here about Nurse Jen asked, what about Jules talking about amputees and their mental health? You know, you can love Shailene.
Oh, give it up. Give it a fucking break.
She's an amputee. And we are blessed to have all our limbs. We're blessed to have our health. And nobody should be making fun of, you can make fun of somebody's attitude, not of their disabilities.
I don't really know Shailene like that. I don't know their history back and forth. But what I will say is If you sit in a chat and you threaten to call CPS and you're proud that you call CPS on C, well, baby, you deserve whatever you get after that.
Thank
And
you
I'm not
very
trying to be
much.
funny. I'm not taking sides with nobody. But some of the stuff you bring on to yourself. You really
Thank
do.
you.
So let's also take personal accountability.
Thank you.
Okay, but what does but what does C have to do with Jules?
Okay, but there is no but. It was an example, Momo. It was an example. If you're in the chat and you're going to do X, Y, and Z to A, B, and C, then you're going to get whatever you get. You can't complain.
CPS is a
I mean, they don't have nothing to do with anybody, but I think that goes towards your character. It just shows you're a fucked up person. And I'm sorry, I'm not trying to attack anybody in your chat, but this is YouTube. Nobody should be calling CPS
Thank
on
you.
nobody.
Thank
Nobody.
you.
Not unless you genuinely think it's a
Then make
genuine
fun of her
concern.
character. Make fun of her character, not of her disabilities. It's not okay to make fun of somebody's missing toe or her missing leg. It's never okay. Make fun of you guys. This is what the problem we have with some of the people over there. You make excuses for what she's doing. It's not okay. Just like it's not okay what Lack said, and I said it. It's not okay what he said. He caught us off
you
guard.
didn't.
I love Lack. He has a good heart. He's a good human
When did
being.
you say it wasn't
And then
okay?
at the end, he said, "I don't want anybody to kill themselves."
When did you say it was not okay? I haven't heard that. Thank you, Jules. Okay, but they make fun of Jules's mental illness. And Siwa's disability, everything. But when it comes to them and their subs and their friends, it's wrong. But they can do it to everybody else.
Not one person on the internet wants somebody to kill themselves. Not one single person. And you know what bothers more is when people think that we're making fun of suicide, or we're making fun, or we're trying to push somebody to suicide, when everybody who knows us knows that that's not the truth. Okay? And Cheyenne is a woman who's alone. She's single. She's an amputee in a wheelchair.
Right, and that's why I said I don't know her, and I really don't.
The littlest violin is playing. They act like you need some top secret government clearance to find out people's information. My lord, it takes a quick free search on Google. Right. All the time. There you go, Barbie. Oh, but it's okay to make fun of drug addiction and S attempts, right? You can say that somebody who is in recovery and been in recovery for years is drunk or high or whatever, or somebody that's been in recovery for less than a year, like Amber. You can say that she's drunk on stream. All of that's okay. You can make fun of John and his S attempts. You can make fun of Jules and hers. But you're good people, right? And nobody can say anything about you. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. Jules called out her entire private IG and said it was disgusting to want to donate money to Keaton, that it was going real life and too far. I was one of the ones that said I would donate. They're absolutely making fun of it. Yes. Maybe she should treat people the way she wants to be treated. Thank you. The littlest violin is playing for you. Same energy. Thank you very much, Jules. This is what the fuck I've been saying. Hey, Lisa Ann. Yep.
I don't know her. I don't really want to touch that subject. But I mean, I don't know her. I'm sorry. It's not right to make fun of somebody with missing limbs. I mean, that's what you want to hear. I agree with that 110%. And I'm not trying to be.
We even had Clark asking her for pictures of proof that she's missing limbs. You don't do that. And it wasn't you, so I understand that. But whether it be me, whether it be Ann, whether it be Brooke, whether it be Jules, whether it be C, what's wrong is wrong, and we have to call it out. Right. Even if you love Jules to death, there's things that you don't agree with.
The moral police has to call it out. Why? It's none of your fucking business. If it's not happening to you, then stay the fuck out of it. But you can't. You're nosy busybodies.
And even with me and Ann,
What
people here
what
said,
is
messaged me and
that?
said, don't do this, don't do that. And I appreciate it. And people think, oh, you're going to get blocked. If somebody cares about you, they're not going to block you. They're going to say, thank you, you're right.
Right. And I mean, I agree. And then, you know, a lot of people think, or they say like the Hive is like a cult. It's not a cult. Like, I mean, every chat has their people. I mean, when people get along, when the content creators getting along, we all kind of visit each other. You know what I mean? Like, just go back to that. I mean, it's not go personal in real life with people. Leave kids out of it. And just
Husbands,
like,
everything.
I heard Chicago Muscle say the other day that somebody called his grandson the N-word or something. Like, that's wrong. Like, and I could be white and I could not like Chicago Muscle, but to call his grandchild any type of a name is disgusting. It's disgusting, and you know he shouldn't have.
Now, with everything that Chicago Muscle has openly lied about his last time on YouTube, is that true? Did he raise a black child as he called it? I don't know. Everything else was a lie. What makes me think that was the truth? Exactly, Jules. Nobody in either one of our chats comes close to being as vile as they are in Maria's chat. That's it. He said he did. Yeah, he said he did. But I'm just curious if that was the truth or not. And I haven't been paying much attention to him or anything like that, but I haven't heard anybody call said child any names. But that's just me. I haven't heard it. We delete and block people if we see people being vile in Jules' chat. Jules doesn't want that vile crap in her chat. Same. Thank you, Martin's mommy. Thank you. My people raise black children all day long. What we don't do is tell everyone that will listen. Exactly. Why is that something to brag about? Is what I would like to know. Why is that something that you feel the need to brag about? But yeah, I don't want vile shit going on over here either. Like, you know, what happened Thursday during my live, and like I don't like that shit happening over here, you know? And nobody has ever been that disrespect or any kind of disrespectful like that in my chat. Right, that's not talking point, especially someone that says that. Right, Martin's mommy. Yes. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Have to get online to see things like that. And
the hate is just too much. Seriously, a lot of people have left because of all the hate, and then they come back and it's the same shit over and over again. When is it going to stop? Like, we have to stop making excuses why people act the way they do. Jules again brought up today from that I was having an affair in Turkey. 2017. It's called a vacation. So if only if you go on vacation in the United States, nobody in their right mind would leave the United States for an affair.
What do you mean nobody in their right mind would do it? What are you talking about? So nobody has gone to another country to meet up with somebody that they've been talking to intimately online? What? But yet it's okay for you to get on here and talk about the rumor about me and Johnny Mac, or the rumor that's what happened to Johnny Mac and Jen. That's okay for you to do. But when it's turned around on you, Momo, it's not okay. The fuck out of here. Fair's fair. Same energy, bitch, all day long.
That shit is expensive. You could drive down to Hialeah or another city in Florida and pay for a hotel, and that's it. You're going to fly all the way to Turkey for an affair? Doesn't even make sense, but they continue with the same shit. Now, when she's talking to me, she won't do it. She won't say it. But when she's not, I had an affair with a Muslim man.
I mean, but Maria,
That's ridiculous.
when you was in Turkey, though, you gotta admit, there's some fine men in Turkey, aren't there?
There's some fine men, but I was with two other women and myself.
And
Hey, nothing like a group.
And I had to report back to my husband every day. Anytime he called, I had to pick it up.
Hey, nothing like a
You
group.
know? I'm like,
and
oh my God. Jules and tell her the same thing.
So
Listen
manic.
to Secret Treasure. She says, you need to go back to your leader. She's not his
So
leader,
manic.
Jules, and tell her the same thing you are telling Maria. I don't know if you've had this type of conversation with Jules.
I mean, I will say with Secret Treasure, I really don't know her like that, but I will say, like, there's been some times when I went into the chats, just other chats, like, she has been, like, rude to me. And to say, like, for me to go back to my, what did she say, leader? Like, that's a little disrespectful. Like, I don't have a leader. And I mean, I'm not going to take it personal, what you just said. I'm just going to say it's just not necessary. Like, if I'm coming over here, you see, I'm talking to Maria, just having a conversation with her.
Yes.
Like, she's not being disrespectful. I'm not being disrespectful. So I don't understand what the point of that was. And I will say, Zeus,
I don't
give
think that George is
Debbie.
scared of Jules.
I'm not scared of anybody. But I will say this, Zeus, give Debbie her money back. You
And what I'm going to say is, Momo and Turkey Teeth, give everybody their money back that donated to your lawyer. Give it back. The people that are asking for refunds, give them their money back.
owe that lady her money back. And you are a man. You should not be getting on YouTube telling people your business for them to feel bad for you. And even with the niece going into Jules' chat, disrespecting her, Zeus put that girl up to that. I'm sorry. That girl got everything she deserved.
Zeus is a problem. He is a problem. And I'm glad you said give her her money
You're
back.
a problem,
Debbie is
Momo.
older than Zeus. And Debbie was kind enough to have him not have his phone disconnected because his father was in the hospital. And this is how he repays her, by blocking her and blocking all the women who gave him money for his niece's Christmas presents and moving on and trashing everybody.
Yeah.
But this is a lesson learned.
Yeah. Zeus likes to go. He's another one who likes to go around to just disrespect Jules. But as much shit as I said about Jules, as much shit as I said about Zeus and I've done to Zeus, Zeus will not say anything back to a man. He will not. It's disgusting. But he will fight with a woman all day long.
He will. He's on there all day and night just to fight with women. I don't get it.
When?
It's like, move on, Zeus. You're like 32 years old or 34, and you want to fight with these older women all the time. It's like he's taking out his real life frustrations on them.
Mm-hmm.
Momo. Again, same with Johnny Mac. If you talk shit to a man, you're going to get it back. Period. You can't talk shit and then go hide behind a tree and hold out the woman card. Shit don't work that way. Okay, Momo?
Well, Maria, thank you for giving me a chance to talk. Thank you for unblocking me. And like I said, I apologize to the chat.
Thank you, George. I
I
appreciate
came
it.
in disrespectful, but I really wasn't disrespectful. I was asked a question, and one thing I'm not is a liar. So I answered it honestly.
You definitely were honest. You said it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I thought you were going to start a fight here. And I said, nope, not happening here. But I appreciate you coming back.
Mm-hmm. And you were kind of mean to me, Maria.
Start a fight.
Yes, I said, you're blocked. That's it. And I was afraid you were going to write something even worse. And I'm like, God, here we go again. George is now going to be the old George. And I'm so glad you're not.
No, I was like, damn, I'm going to have to apologize to Anne. I have to apologize to Maria and beg them to unblock me.
No,
Thank you, Napa.
It doesn't take begging. It doesn't take begging. As long as I was hoping you'd be back this way, and I don't have a problem with it. I just, you like your people, whoever you like, and to me, Lack has always been a good person to me. And of course, he came back and he saw himself on the short, and he was pissed.
Yeah. So Lack,
But
let's
like I
get
told
that
him,
apology.
yeah,
Let's not do that. Yeah, that's not cool.
I wonder. I am 150% sure he's never going to apologize to Jules because she's got him on a short, and that's how people are. She has him on a short. She pushed his buttons and triggered him. Oh, there's Lack right now.
I don't even know how this works, so I don't know how to see him. I don't see anybody, but I just see your picture. Oh, and let me tell you, if you want to be nasty, why don't you just take that energy, call your local politician, and ask for a ceasefire? Let's put that negative energy to some good use. We all can do that. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, a ceasefire benefits all of us. So just think about that next time we want to be nasty.
Okay, but I'm here to say the ceasefire is not in Jules' vocabulary. It doesn't.
What? She totally did not listen to what he just said. She totally did not listen to what he just said. Politicians, ceasefire, and then Maria automatically talks about Jules. Thank you. He wasn't even talking about that. And then Maria automatically brings up Jules. Jules don't want a ceasefire. What? She obviously totally missed the mark. Totally. Yep. Yeah, she thinks everything is about her. Everything. He was talking about the war. But, Momo thinks everything is about her. Oh, this bitch is clueless.
I wasn't talking about for you.
Okay.
I was talking about for the Palestinians.
It would be nice if everybody could just move on and stop mentioning each other, but I found very little. In fact, we were, you know what? I wasn't liking Terry Lynn for the longest time. We were not liking each other at all. And she never mentioned me. And because she didn't mention me, I was like, okay, she's a bigger person. She's not doing anything. And I've got to talk to her and she's okay. And she can come in the chat, anytime she wants. Same with Heidi. I didn't talk to Heidi for a year. And Heidi has said hi to me. I said hi to Heidi. And now I have no problem with Heidi because she's never dragged me. If you don't like somebody, you just don't drag. And then maybe
that shit went totally over her head. Totally over her head. And she kept talking about her and YouTube and whatever.
The other person will see, well, she's not as bad as I thought. She doesn't really drag me or talk about me. When you have somebody constantly going on their channel, dragging the same people over and over again, that person has a problem. Like I said, it's going to go from a short into a whole full damn video because she's going to run out of space of haters on the short.
Well, I'm just hoping that this comes to an end. So just for me, Maria, please. Let's be a better person.
No, she's
2024
totally
is
not
coming along.
I'm okay with you. I'm not okay with Jules, and I'm not okay with what she's doing. And I never will be.
What
it's
about
so
what
easy
you're
to move
doing,
on and
Momo?
stop talking about people. But again, we hear it for ourselves. It's not just me. Everybody else hears it. Look, they say, tell Jules the same thing. She's not going to stop. And of course, she says that she doesn't like me calling her the sex trafficker, but she calls Anne a sexual deviant.
Because she
writes in the chat
is.
everywhere she goes. You can't do that.
Yeah, but I think like one thing.
Rewind how far?
But again, we hear it for ourselves. It's not just me. Everybody else hears it. Look, they say, tell Jules the same thing. She's not going to stop. And of course, she says that she doesn't like me calling her the sex trafficker, but she calls Anne a sexual deviant. She writes it in chat everywhere she goes. You can't do that.
Yeah, but I think like one thing, I'm not trying to make excuses for Jules, and I know that you guys are probably going to say that I am, but I'm really not. Some things hit us all different. Like, you can call me the F slur and it doesn't bother me because I know who I am. But you call somebody else that, they're fighting, maybe, their dad or something. They have called them that their whole life. You know what I mean? So I just think some things hit different for us all. And like I said, I'm not making excuses, and I know you're about to tell me that.
I know, but it's not my problem.
I'll go back about 2 minutes. About right there. And we'll see.
It would be nice if everybody could just move on and stop mentioning each other. It's not.
Time we energy to some good use. We all can do that. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, a ceasefire benefits all of us. So just think about that next time we want to be nasty.
Okay, but I'm here to say the ceasefire is not in Jules' vocabulary. It doesn't exist.
I wasn't talking about for you.
Okay.
I was talking about for the Palestinians.
It would be nice if everybody could just move on and stop mentioning each other, but I found very little. In fact, we were, I wasn't liking Terry Lynn for the longest time. We were not liking each other at all. And she never mentioned me. And because she didn't mention me, I was like, okay, she's a bigger person. She's not doing anything. And I've got to talk to her, and she's okay. And she can come in the chat, anytime she wants. Same with Heidi. I didn't talk to Heidi for a year. And Heidi has said hi to me. I said hi to Heidi. And now I have no problem with Heidi because she's never dragged me. If you don't like somebody, you just don't drag. And then maybe the other person will see, well, she's not as bad as I thought. She doesn't really drag me or talk about me. But when you have somebody constantly going on their channel, dragging the same people over and over again, that person has a problem. Like I said, it's going to go from a short into a whole full damn video because she's going to run out of space of haters on the short.
Well, I'm just hoping that this comes to an end. So just for me, Maria, please. Let's be a better person. 2024 is coming along.
I'm okay with you. I'm not okay with Jules, and I'm not okay with what she's doing. And I never will be. It's so easy to move on and stop talking about people. But again, we hear it for ourselves. It's not just me. Everybody else hears it. Look, they say, tell Jules the same thing. She's not going to stop. And of course, she says that she doesn't like me calling her the sex trafficker, but she calls Anne a sexual deviant. She writes it in chat everywhere she goes. You can't do that.
Yeah, but I think like one thing, I'm not trying to make excuses for Jules, and I know that you guys are probably going to say that I am, but I'm really not. Some things hit us all different. Like, you can call me the F slur and it doesn't bother me because I know who I am. But you call somebody else that, they're fighting, maybe, their dad or something, may have called them that their whole life. You know what I mean? So I just think some things hit different for us all. And like I said, I'm not making excuses, and I know you're about to tell me that.
I know, but it's not my problem if she gets pissed off because she calls me Momo, and she was in that chat writing Momo and Tony's chat. Okay, so she got mad when I right before I dropped down, I said bisexual trafficker, sex trafficker, and I dropped off.
Skirt right there. Is that what y'all was talking about right there? That post that she wrote saying that they never call Jules a sex trafficker, that it's the CI that they call her. There you go right there, bitch. Right there you go. You just admitted that you call her that. Stop fucking lying. If you can't remember your lies, just don't lie. How about that? How about just not doing it?
And then she's like, no. It's like, I'm going to call you all the bad words in the book, but then I'm going to give you a list of the names that you can call me back. So if she knows that it bothers me for her to call me Momo, then I'm going to hit her where it hurts. I'm not going to be nice and say, oh, no, let me think something nice to say about her. It's easy. Don't call people names and then don't expect the worst back. It's that easy. We're adults. There's no reason for calling me that. And then when I have the opportunity to go on a live, I say sexual predator or sexual trafficker, sex trafficker. And then she had a fit.
There you go again. You just proved that you do say it. Stop fucking lying.
Yeah, well.
Be accountable for your words and actions. How about that? Be accountable.
Well, you should be careful with your words. People respect each other all the time. It's not that hard. Again, we're adults. There's no excuse for her coming after me, and there's no excuse for me going after her. I only react when it's said about me. There should be no reason for that.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I hope to see you on her panel, or all of us hope to see you on her panel and telling her, hey, Jules, there's more to life than dragging these people and saying this shit over and over and over again and putting shorts about them. And, it's not just touch grass and go outside and feed a squirrel. It's be a decent human being.
I just really think that is a lesson for all of us, not just Jules. That's for everybody. And one thing is, we really don't know each other personally, so let's not take things personal. But like I said, thank you for just, allowing me to talk and all that. And I would say, rest in peace, Mims. I love you and I miss you. And also, I'd like to just say, all women are beautiful. Doesn't matter who sent their nudes. All bodies are beautiful. We shouldn't be shaming each other for that either. And
thank
Maria,
you, please delete my nudes.
I have your nudes.
Oh, shit.
All right. Have a good night.
Thank you, George. Have a good one. Bye.
Here comes Mac.
Okay, did I do this right? Did I not kick myself out? So easily talk to JJ. Hopefully he will talk to JJ the same. Hold on.
So I'd like to know here to discuss Jules and my reasons for coming over here. Well, I'm not really here to discuss Jules, and my reasons for coming over here had nothing to do with Jules in the first place. So, like, I just want you to know, like, I don't don't say nothing to me about Jules. The only issue is the comment that you made yesterday, and it has
What about
nothing
the
to do
comment you
with.
made about my mother?
I
Oh my
think that
God.
comment was made because of what you said
So
yesterday.
you're defending
It
Jules when
was
you said
just.
you're not going to talk about Jules, but then you brought my mother
I
up.
didn't say
So
Jules'
don't
name,
talk about my mother because you're a grown ass man who plays with fucking Barbie dolls. Okay,
and
so
I,
don't
He sounds like he's getting ready to cry. Do you hear that?
talk
wait.
about
Let me
me.
actually, if you give
No,
me a
I'm
chance,
not gonna.
let me
I'm not.
bring this back
No,
to
because
really what
you
my
just
issue
said
is
you
with
talked
you.
about my mother because of a comment I made about Jules. So
Okay,
in a
let
sense, it's
me.
about Jules then.
No, actually, just give me a second now. Let me bring this back to really what my issue is with you. And I actually forgot about this until you just started talking. Last year, when Jen was having, her health issues, we were both in Jen's IG lives. And Jen had said something like she had called me a pedo because Sly had called me a pedo before. Now, Jen was going through health issues, so I'm not holding it against Jen. But you didn't even know me, and you ran with that narrative. So really, that's what my issue is with you. And I forgot that.
Yes,
I just knew there was a reason
sorry.
why I just did not like you.
I never
And for
called you a
you to,
pedo.
you did, you
No, I
did, sir.
didn't.
You did, you did.
No.
That's really what my issue is. So now
You
it's like
made
every time
fake
that
phone calls to Jen when she was psychotic and acting like a trained
I
person. She was
did
playing those
not,
Tip,
videos.
tit for
That was
tat,
your
tit
voice
for
choice,
tat,
and multiple
Mac.
people
I
said it.
did not. I don't care what multiple people said. It
that.
doesn't make
It
it
sounded
true.
just like you.
Just because multiple people say something doesn't make it true. Tit for tat, like, right? You did this, so I did this. Well, you did this, then I did.
But
Fuck outta
like I
here.
said, that's really what my issue is with you. And it's like every time that I do see you, you do have something ignorant and nasty to say to people. And yesterday was just way below the belt with you. It's
She goes below
disgusting.
the belt
I'm
every
not
day.
talking about Jules. I'm talking about
Okay,
you.
well, I'm not going
Jules
to
is
take
not
back
on this
my
panel.
comment. That's how I
And
felt at
Maria,
the moment.
Maria, again, I apologize.
Thank you, Bridget. Thank you so much. And you know what? You both are two different people, and you both are too nice. So stop speaking over each other. Just listen. Really, get Jules out of the thing. Don't you
Thank
shouldn't
you.
have said that about Lack's mother. And I don't know what
And,
Lack said.
and you're right, Maria. You are right. I can apologize to that. I will apologize for bringing your mom into it, but you do owe everybody an apology for that comment yesterday. Even though it wasn't directed at me or anybody else, it was a nasty comment that nobody should have had to hear come out of your mouth. And the issue is with you is you think when you say something that it's right. I done watched you dox Busy Blue. I've heard you
Oh
say
my
ignorant
god,
things
I'm
about
not
other
gonna
people.
even go with this
Why
stupid
not?
ass
Because
Busy
that goes
Blue
against your
shit.
character.
Oh
Because
no,
even
because I have
let's take his name
screenshots
out.
to show that I didn't dox him, and when I even
Okay,
messaged him in the
let's
chat.
take his name out of that because I remember that day very well. You was on Siva's panel. She was just allowing you to talk, and you went
So
to the
that
left.
day I said his name, but he had accused me prior of doxing him, which one of his moderators even said that day in the chat, no, he wasn't there, which I screenshotted all of those. Magically, that live disappeared, and Busy still kept that narrative. So, and guess what? His name was public knowledge. So people have said saying someone's first name is not doxing someone.
But
and
it
Blue is
goes
his
back.
last name, so he uses his own last name. So don't say people are doxing people.
But it goes back
So
to
I'm just
you
saying,
always
like,
just
don't
being
throw out
nasty.
things if you
You're
don't
just
have true
nasty.
facts. Don't throw out things if you don't have true facts. Come with the real
Right.
facts.
I
That was
have
a
the facts,
doxing,
and I
so
said
let's
it.
be real.
But it goes back to me saying every time I see you, you have something nasty to say about
And so
somebody.
do you. Look at
I
all the
don't.
comments you do
I
in Jules'
don't.
chat, constantly egging her on as she's dragging people.
I just
You
apologize to
escalate.
you.
You escalate her all the time.
He cannot have an adult conversation. He is also one of those, like Chicago Muscle, that always has to throw cheap shots at somebody and can't have a real conversation to get anything worked out.
I do not.
You made those Barbies for her.
I
which
gotta
were
tell you,
all
he used to
negative.
escalate her, but I think he slowed down on that. He realized
But I
how
don't.
bad it was looking.
Like, no, I really don't. Like, if I'm in anybody's chat, I am
Hey, Dee. Didn't see you come in until just now.
representing myself. Just like I'm here representing myself. I'm not here for nobody else. And that's why
But
I
you
said I'm
said
not
you went
talking about
after me
anybody.
because of the comment I
They
made.
want- They're asking if you're wearing black and yellow.
I hate you guys. But
Oh my God.
I hate you guys for that. But no, my issue, I don't want to hear about Jules. Nobody. My issue is the comments that you made yesterday was just nasty and disgusting. And yes, I did say that about your mom because of what you said yesterday. It was just a nasty comment. You're offended by it. I can understand. So listen to me, Lack. You listening?
Yeah, but I don't find you
apologize.
sincere. I don't find you sincere
You
at
can't
all.
tell
You don't
me.
come
Well,
off
then
sincere.
that's
tone
your
is not sincere.
problem.
It's not a sincere.
That's your fucking problem if you can't find him sincere. You did not find him sincere before he even said anything to you, before he apologized. Get the fuck out of here. You're just like Maria, just like Turkey Teeth, just like the fucking rest of them. You just want to keep this shit going and keep this shit going and keep this shit going. Get the fuck out of here. You're a piece of
Your
shit.
tone. And I'm not going to apologize to Jules. I apologize if that comment offended you. If you struggle with self-harm issues and that triggered you, my apologies. That wasn't meant for it. All I'm saying is this person is going to continue to threaten. I'm going to write my name on your arm. I'm going to put you in this AI video. Well, it's like, you know what? Enough's enough. Like, we can't take it anymore. Like, we don't want to be mentioned. I don't have a channel that drags Jules every day. I don't go after her every day. I made a comment because she keeps talking about shooting people up with Thorazine. And I was like, people don't even use Thorazine anymore. And she goes,
I'm not
oh,
talking
well, I
about
dragged
Jules.
him because of Thorazine.
I am not talking about Jules. I'm talking about me and you. And then
that's what
even
I said.
when I just told you,
apologize if that comment offended you, but I don't find the way you apologize to me sincere. You don't come off sincere.
because when I'm trying to talk to you, you're talking over me.
No, I let you apologize, and I'm just saying it doesn't come off sincere to me. If you truly mean it, then I accept it. But I'm saying I don't feel it was
Wow, this motherfucker. This motherfucker.
very sincere.
Okay, but now I'm trying to tell you, last year you called me a pedo, and you're trying to tell me that that didn't happen, and it did.
I don't recall calling you a pedophile. If I did, then I do apologize. But I do, when Jen was going crazy, those calls that she was playing, I'm sorry, I truly feel those sounded just like your voice. And that was affecting her mental health even worse because it was saying crazy things like, I want to be with Clint, blah, blah, blah. And everyone knows, like, she's obsessed with Clint. Like, people were making it worse. And a lot of people were saying it was you. I don't know you, but you would go back and forth between sometimes being nice to her, sometimes kind of teetering on the edge to trigger her a little bit. So to me, it did seem like you were going after her. I'm sorry. That's how I feel.
I've never had a problem with Jen. I actually like Jen. And I feel bad for Jen, and I hope Jen gets the help that she deserves for herself and her children. So I've never had an issue with Jen to call.
I'm hoping she does too. I'm looking that she succeeds in this. I don't want anything bad to happen to Jen.
Neither do I. And I don't understand why even when you brought it up, I'm sitting here like, what the hell are you talking about? I own my shit. If I say anything, I own it. Maria, have you ever, just like when I rolled into the chat and Maria said, George, what did you say? I said it, and I admit it.
Yep.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even know you like that. Don't even care to know you like that.
I don't want to know you either. That's what I'm saying. I don't respect people that
and you seem
drag
unhinged
people's
yourself.
families. I never would drag your mother. I would never drag
He
your
didn't
parents.
drag
I
your
would never talk about
mother.
somebody's parents.
Saying your mother should have swallowed is not dragging your mother. Okay? There's been a lot worse said about mine. That's not fucking dragging.
Like I said, I didn't come up here to talk to you about Jules.
Well, I'm just saying, you drag my mom, you want to talk about her. So I'm just saying, like, you think I'm low, I think dragging someone's parents is low. Jules is talking about, oh, people are talking about my mom, blah, 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 all this stuff. Like, no one was talking about her mom yesterday.
We're not talking about Jules.
Her funeral.
Buddy,
so I'm just saying.
We're not talking about Jules. Let's stay on topic here. This is me and you.
We're only talking because you decided to go hard for her, and then you wanted to go after my mother. So we wouldn't be talking if you didn't want to ride hard
after your mother.
George, we want to know, when are you doing a Jules doll?
There's some on there.
There is?
Mm-hmm. I just don't have time like I used to have. But
okay, but there's a Jules doll, guys.
Please look.
Does it have
I'm
pink
just
hair
saying.
and a bee costume?
Please look. It was the same place you called me a pedo, so you can look as well. But I'm just saying, like,
the screenshot of that because I'd like to see it.
Please look. I'm just saying the comment was nasty yesterday, and I was offended, and it takes a lot. I mean, a lot to get me offended.
Same.
Well, like I said, if it offended you, I apologize for that. I don't recall calling you a pedophile, but if I did, I don't know why. I had no reason to. I don't think you're a pedophile. I don't really know anything about your life, but like I said, I don't take back what I said to Jules yesterday, so I'm not going to apologize on that aspect. I apologize if it offended people who struggle with self-harm.
Right, Amy Lou.
Okay. Well, all right. Good night, Maria.
Thank you very much, George.
Good
I
night,
appreciate it. Thank you, Bridget Lynn, for the membership. I appreciate that. See, with all the problems, the sub go against sub just because of creators don't like each other. We are not responsible or control for what comes out of them. I know, but you know what? I absolutely agree with you there, Virgie. I agree with you. But there's a difference if you see somebody here that just follows us here, and then you see her in Jules, and then there's people in here that you've made good friends with. And when you see a good friend supporting somebody who's dragging you, that's when it hurts. If you see somebody here that you just see in the YouTube and you don't have any communication with them other than that, and you see them in Jules and they're not saying anything bad about you, you're okay. But when you have consideration for somebody and you care about somebody and you have communications and you talk with them almost daily, and then you see them supporting somebody as they're dragging you, that's when it hurts.
It hurts. It hurts so bad. The fuck out of here, man. Fuck out of here. D, wait till you see this thing. I'm getting ready to send you a picture. But get the fuck out of here. It hurts so bad. Like you have feelings and shit.
Human beings.
You don't give a damn about anybody else's feelings. Why should we care about yours?
It speaks volumes when you follow and don't say anything, though. Because there's some people in this community that have good hearts and follow everybody. But you get connected to these people.
Oh no, Susie.
And then you're like, okay, how can I, like, Jules is literally saying I had an affair. Jules is literally saying I have nudes out there. She's saying that, she's saying horrible things. She's saying that I dragged her mom.
What?
I'm saying that, literally saying I had an affair. Jules is literally saying I have nudes out there. She's saying that.
Jules, I have never heard you say that Momo has nudes out there. I have never heard anybody say anything about Maria having nudes out on the internet. Never, never. I didn't think that you had said that. No, first did y'all heard that, didn't you? Oh, let's listen again.
Literally saying I had an affair. Jules is literally saying I have nudes out there. She's saying that she's saying horrible things. She's saying that I dragged her mom. I never dragged
nudes. Nudes of Maria, yes. No, Brooks knows, me neither. Not a word about nudes.
And that's what I was trying to say earlier. Like no one dragged her mom. Someone yesterday had said in the comments that Jules live streamed at either the wake or the funeral. That's all someone said, and we were all just kind of like in shock if that truly happened. And I know I was like flabbergasted by it. But no one was like, oh, your mom is blah, blah, blah. Like, no, that didn't happen. But it's like, you can shift a comment to make it how you sound. Exactly like the example I used about the adoption thing Anne said. That like what she's using about the comment I said. She's shifting it to make it worse. Yes, it was for shock value. I was angry. I said it. Like I said, I can't take it back, and I'm not going to take it back because in the moment I felt that way.
Because you're not sorry.
I'm not endorsing people self-harming. And I truly, if George was offended or someone in this chat was offended by how I said that yesterday, truly, I apologize. That wasn't the point. It was just like, you know, when you get dragged for 3 videos and, you know, now she did a live, now Sophie and Johnny Mac are doing a live about it. It's like they want to keep continuing this over and over. That's why I said, like today, I'm not going to.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got to hear that again.
And you get dragged for 3 videos and, you know, now she did a live, now Sophie and Johnny Mac are doing a live about it. It's like they want to keep continuing.
Okay, sweetheart. All right. You listening, Lack? I'm sure you are. You listen to everything I do. Okay. Let's get something straight, okay? Me and Johnny Mac did not do a live about what you said about using a razor instead of a Sharpie or dry erase, whatever the fuck you said. We did not do a live about that, okay? 3/4 of the way into my live yesterday, I was told that it happened. I was sent clips and screenshots about it, okay? You would not get so lucky for me to do a live about you or anything that you do, okay? You are a very small part of my 2-hour live yesterday. Okay, let's get this straight.
Continuing this over and over. That's why I said, like today, I'm not going to go tit for tat. She can continue to do videos about me after this. It's really boring to me That's why I stopped YouTube a while ago after the whole John stuff with Leda, because it gets boring after a while. Like, the thing is, people are never going to change. She's never going to change. She has a true significant mental illness. This is her life. She doesn't have a job. She's on disability. She lives in subsidized housing. She just has 2 cats. She has limited real friends. And she said,
You know so much about Jules's life. I didn't even know that much about her. Why do you care to know so much about a person that you've never met in person, you've only been acquainted to online, and you know that much about her?
she just smokes marijuana and talks all day. That's literally what she said today. I smoke and I talk about people. That's what I do. And that's all she can achieve in life. So let her have that. If this gave her more content for 2 weeks where she can talk about me, congratulations. Have fun with it. But I'm not going to keep going day after day talking about you, Jules, because at the end of the day, I know my life is so much better. And at 35, I have more than you'll ever have at 55. And so that's where I feel good about myself.
You feel good about yourself for
Absolutely.
for putting a woman down for her life. Who are you, Lack? Who are you? You don't show your face, you don't show your life, nothing. But we're supposed to take your word that you have a better life than Jules does? That's your opinion. That's your opinion. Just like this, basically, this whole life has been based on, if you don't fucking know somebody, you can't say you're better than them in any way. And this included. The fuck out of here. You're a fucking weird man that craves women's attention online.
I agree with you. There comes a point where you say, why, how much are we going to let her get away with? Like, why, if ignoring her doesn't work, why do we have to suffer through every time she wants to drag one of us because she's having a bad day? I do follow and I do say something, Maria. You know that we're on the DMs. I do the same thing there and with others. I know you do, Virgie. And Virgie is somebody who has a really good heart. She is very kind all the way around. But, you know, my priority, my friendship with Brooke always went before anything with Jules. And I can't stand, and I could not stand and watch Jules dragging Brooke in DMs and getting pissed off at her. You know, deflecting her being pissed off at Savage and Bambi and taking it out on Brooke, who had no idea that Jules was mad at her and dragging her. And every day she was saying she's going to post the messages between them. What posted for what? How is that going to look on Jules? I don't give a shit if Brooke hated me 2 years ago. I hated her too. So I'm sure I said a lot of stuff. Hold on, somebody's coming in.
This shit's fucking ridiculous, man. All right, that's about it. Who's this?
Hello.
What happened to Lack?
Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
I don't know what happened to Lack. He just dropped off.
So I missed the beginning of the live.
Mm-hmm.
Who the fuck are you? It says which, please.
George is defending.
Who's which, please?
Jules. Yet it's been 2 years. You won't stop talking about me. So where does it stop?
It's never going to stop. How can you defend somebody who does that? There's no defending somebody who will do that. Too much echo.
Yeah, there's a lot of echo. Okay, let me leave and I'm going to get headphones.
All right.
Oh, is that who it is? Gotcha. She's only on here for, this live is only like 4 more minutes long, so.
I'm trying to mute, but it takes a couple of seconds when you hit the mute button. She's going to try to get headphones and see if that works. And trust me, I know I've messaged with Virgie in DMs, and Virgie just wants to be good all the way around. She's not going to pick any sides or anything. To the backup for because you hate somebody now and later on you're fine with. I'll never be fine with Jules. I can promise you that. You need to let StreamYard know. Okay, I will. I didn't know what to do about it.
All right, that's it. She's just, going to run her mouth a little bit. But that's what happened last night, guys. That's what happened last night. Unhinged. Yep. Yeah. More. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, guys. I'm scrolling through the chat. All right, guys. That's that. I've been on here 3 hours and 40 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Right. That's it. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, guys. I will see you tomorrow. I might have a guest on here with me tomorrow, somebody different. They messaged me earlier and said they'd come on with me sometime. So, oh yeah, that's another thing. Kelly Yates and Jules are two totally different people. Was it day before yesterday or was it yesterday that Jules turned on her camera while Kelly Yates was in the chat and she was holding her hands up like, hey, she's typing and it's not me. So get over yourselves, number one. Loses all credibility about being angry over the Thorazine when it's in his name. Thank you, Kelly Yates. Thank you so much. I'm glad that you pointed that out. Yep. So, no problem, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. I hope you all have a good day. We'll have something different tomorrow. So, yeah. I love you guys. I'll see you later.